like if I was ever free. I'll say the darkness stays a part of me, but I carry it without disguise. It makes me stronger, clears my mind. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. Quiet voices whisper what I'll never win. They carry no names, yet I know their face. Follow every motion, I can't escape this place. I try to lock them deep inside, but doors will break that never died. The more I fight, the clearer it will be. The darkness always belongs to me. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. Can sense my mind falls down, yet the chaos in my head pulls me further around. I wear it like a nightmare, like an ancient song, telling of the things that last lifelong. I have learned.
Audio. Okay. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning into the stream this week. We are the H&R During Wrestling Show. I'm Richard, and this is Harry, and we're gonna kick things off in our traditional fashion, not what?
A new fashion.
Not a new fashion. Traditional.
Traditional. Very traditional.
Okay, you ready?
Like a traditional drum roll. Anyway. Okay.
And 3, 2, 1, go! H&R During Racing, H&R During Racing, H&R During Racing,
yeah. Okay, so thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you all very much. And this is Richard, I'm Harry.
That's right, so we have to thank all our sponsors. Thank you most importantly of all for tuning in past, present, and future if you're watching the replay.
Yeah, the replay.
Okay, so this one's all about the
RC 3D printed Eagle. Yeah, so I think this is the third one in the series. So if you haven't seen the other ones, make sure you go back and check them out, what we're up to. And on this one, it's a print that we got.
We acquired,
and then we are putting it together. And on this live stream, I think what we'll be doing is putting in the main strut and attaching the wings, hopefully.
That's right. So it didn't quite, when we printed it out, it didn't quite go to plan. So we're gonna have to do some heavy thinking and come up with some kind of way to add all the wire looms and all that kind of stuff in the future, but also, like you're saying, add the main strut.
And make sure we can get wires that loom through. And
just to make it,
rods.
If it wasn't, already difficult, we just made it a little bit more difficult. And obviously it's live, so,
There you go. So there you go. That's what happens when it's live. Sometimes it goes right, and then sometimes it goes more right. So there you go. So we'll jump over to the other slide and let's get into it.
That's right. And remember, you're welcome to join on the chat as much as you like. Hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't done already, remember to subscribe.
There you go. It's all the I's and T's.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so there you go. We are live. So thanks very much for joining in. Like we were saying, yeah. So these are all the parts are behind us here. We've been sanding them and sort of prepping them for effectively this stage, right?
That's right. Yes.
So I've been prepping them for this stage, and I guess today's the day for the main, ideally the main assembly, if we can.
Do you want to jump into the widest thing after that? B2. Yes, that's what it's all about. We're going for main assembly on this one, ideally the wings. And we've got parts like you wouldn't see that on a normal plane, would you? You wouldn't see some feathers like that, would you? And,
no. So yeah, so some of them are printed with lightweight filament, and others are printed with PLA. Oh, maybe grab another one.
Oh, I got
see
this
what's
one.
going on. PLA Pro. So we've used rainbow, I think. That's cool.
Yeah, and it will be painted and all that looking good because it will be an eagle. Maybe some people on the stream suggested maybe a bald eagle, so you might give him a shave later on. But there you go. So that's what's going to happen, and we're going to start putting it together. So we'll need gloves and doweling
and some CA glue and stuff. But before that, we're going to jump into spend a couple of minutes just looking at the episode of the week, which came out on Tuesday. And what was the episode of the week, Harry?
The episode this week is the FPV RC
Wingsuit Mark II.
The Mark II, that's right. Yes, so it's kind of a cool one. We're quite happy with how it turned out after the week's work, and we shared that with you. And we can
that's how the video came out. So we're going to jump into it in a couple of seconds,
and then maybe go and grab it, bring it down.
Go and bring a closer look.
Yeah. So we're going to do that.
Okay. So where are we?
Further down the page, I think.
Okay.
But yes, hopefully, if you're joining the stream, you're having a great weekend.
There we are.
Night, day. There you go.
Afternoon.
Afternoon could be. Okay, so anyway, this is the guy, and he looks like this. Yeah, so this is the guy that we're talking about, and on the.
So if you're just tuning in, we are just doing a couple of minutes just to look at the episode of the week. So this is the YouTube video that you're welcome to go and check out at any time.
Yeah, for sure. And this is the guy that we've been working on, and he's kind of pretty cool. I think after the week's work, we did pretty good getting those flight modes, pretty custom flight modes, inbuilt into him.
He's quite well articulated now, isn't he?
Yeah,
really enjoying the fact that he can articulate his arms quite well. You might want to skip forward a bit. It's just us working out the arms. But yeah, so it's quite good. So we've got a couple of different flight modes that we may use, predominantly two, but there is a third one that we added as well. So the first one is flight, which is I think what we're talking about now in the video there. And that is effectively his arms are stretched out wide.
Oh yes.
And then effectively, I'm going to hit you. If he dips one arm, so that arm, the other one will raise, and vice versa the other way. So you're getting that R-on roll sort of thing that they would do in the real wingsuit. So keeping, rather than going like from the flaps idea, what we've done with the Mark I design.
Oh, but even with this one before, what happened was the original way we had it set up is only one arm dipped, and then the other one dipped. But that's not quite. We were watching some more footage of the way that wingsuiters do their thing, especially like Christina, and then they definitely move a lot more. So that's why we wanted this one to be the most realistic out of all of our collection.
That's right. So there's that design. So that's one flight mode, and then the next flight mode is parachute mode. So with that one, he'll rotate his shoulders, and then you'll be in a sort of a vertical plane like that, and then he'll be able to pull pull the arms of the chute. So steering on to dip the wingtips.
And also in that mode, you'll be able to a sleeker design. So technically he'll be able to dive. So you'll notice that later on this episode and series for that matter, you can see those feet raises, but you'll notice that he doesn't have down. And that's mainly because it's not really human-like to articulate your knee at the knee to the other way. You know, generally speaking, your knee goes one way, it doesn't go the other way. So what we came up with is that the arms come in and then less wing surface, so then he'll go down. Well, that's the theory, but of course, you know, we have to put that into testing and the real thing, and that's all coming up on the channel.
Yeah, and then the last one that we did was braking as well. So two arms together.
Flare, like just right at the last minute, flare. I guess you'd call it a flare, right?
Yeah, you can skip it
Yeah.
then.
And yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the episode of the week. We did.
We enjoyed it. It was quite an achievement to get those servos to do that. So yeah, was it the third set of servos?
Yeah.
The other ones just couldn't do it, and they were making funny sounds.
And then some of them overheated.
Yeah, some of them, there was bad things that happened to them. But these ones are a little bit more beefier, a little bit more stronger, but still in that lightweight class. Not easy for us to find where we are in the world. But I think they're looking good. Looking good.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to, while that's playing out, you want to go and grab the actual...
Oh, yeah.
The actual map, so you can see?
I can go and grab it, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see he's doing his articulation and stuff. And it's all looking good. Look, there we go. He rotates into the tracking mode or parachute under canopy mode. So it's pretty good. And obviously the parachute still is operational for the deployment of the chute. And it does have a drogue chute. So you're welcome to go back and check out the series. And it's looking pretty good. Yeah, very happy with how it's come out. Yeah, nice smooth transitions between the two. That's where we added a sort of like, I think it was a 1 second delay. There we go. He's going to flick it eventually. There he goes. There's right, left. And there he goes. He's going to go and flick it back into main flight mode. 3, 2, 1, flick. There you go. Rolling back in. There you go. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, very happy how that went up. And yeah, I think the episode was pretty good. So there you go. It's looking pretty. Harry's going to be coming back in a second, and we'll show the actual man as it is in real time. So there you go, and it's all going pretty well for that particular series, right? Yeah. Must be Harry's out. Here he comes.
What's that say?
See, it's going pretty well for the series.
Yeah. So here he is. Maybe we'll just stand there so they don't knock anything. But yeah, that's the actual guy. Quite sure where there's a cable. Oh, it's not been plugged in. Minor. Yes, and there you go. So that's what he looks like in real life. And
hey, UV Crush has joined us. Hey, dude.
Hey, brother.
Thanks for joining in, man.
For sure. And we're just looking at the this week's episode. Oh, do you reckon you can put that on pause over there? The screen? Just leave it a sec. But yeah, hopefully you're having a great week, brother. And yeah, so this is the guy. UV Crush says, cool design, excited for it. Yeah, thanks, man. We're quite happy with how it turned out over the last 2 episodes on this one. We were just kind of making it more realistic, so you can see like we can fleet out those legs a bit more at a proper angle because we weren't too happy with that. Well, and also the comments were saying, oh, maybe you should do this and maybe you should do that. And now we've got the flight modes working, so we're quite happy with that. Is it a glider so you drop it from a different plane? Yes, that is the plan. And yes, it's the most realistic we could get. So yeah, it's not just an RC parachuter man. He is the wing seater man. And it's all been custom sewn up by yours truly and Richard. And the suit works. And the suit works just like designed to be just like the real thing. It inflates when you when air goes into it, just like they do. I can't take 2 hands off, but
you're talking about these. What are you talking
into
about?
The pockets.
Oh, there's a pocket. I don't think you can see it on the light, but there's a pocket. There you go. You can see it. So yeah, so air can go in there and then inflate the suit as it goes along.
And it's been sewed the correct way, so it inflates all the way through until the end, and there's also other
ones on this back as well. So what we found on the Mark 1 design, soon to be determined on this design as well when we go into the world of flight testing phase for this guy. So yeah, so we're going to heading into the world of wind tunnel testing. Give him a see how much lift and stuff like that's been generated,
a quick little look at that.
And
then,
based on
into
the
the-
Mark 1 design,
Right.
these actual air valves, as it were, sort of acted like a rudder. So you didn't actually need a rudder. It was pretty much like, you know, absolutely spot on for straightness as
Yeah.
soon as the air hit. So yeah, all going well. Yeah, and then you're talking about the different plane, like, you know, to be able to lift it up on a plane. Well, yeah, we're going to work on that problem.
UV
But yes.
Clash says you guys need to build a window. Yes, we have. Maybe a big PVC pipe one or even a duct one would work. Yes, we have made a big giant one on a previous episode.
A couple of episodes.
And we have tested other of our designs, the Mark 1 and 3.
And this one is
yet to
remains.
be tested. But yes, it's quite a big wind tunnel.
And I think we did a live stream on it.
We did a previous live stream on it. But yeah, well, maybe we could do some more if you want to see that sort of thing. But yes, this is probably the next guy to get, one of the next people to go into the wind tunnel.
Yeah.
And what does the wind tunnel run from?
It's got a 32-inch prop, 200 amp ESCs, and it's got a VTOL motor from Hobbywing, which is one of our sponsors.
30, I'm not sure exactly which particular one, but it's a big one. And I think the overall max thrust is 30 kgs?
Yeah, something like that. It's cool.
Yeah, it's got quite a bit of kick. So did you guys sew
Yeah,
through it
absolutely,
yourself?
yeah,
Yes.
So yeah.
It's all on a previous
Oh yeah, you found the video.
us
There we go. Yeah.
yeah, it's a series I think we made. Was blown away by your wind tunnel. Yeah, cheers, man. Yeah, thanks. Oh, that's Robert. Hey, Robert, how you been, man? Yeah, we're just showing off this week's episode, and what we're just saying is that we're quite happy with how the movements come out.
Yeah.
You know, we spent quite a lot of time on the mixers page of the transmitter trying to get it exactly the way we wanted it. And it was not being too helpful, but we
got it in the end.
We got it in the end, and we're quite happy with it. So
I think the only thing we need to do with this guy is like you're saying, wind tunnel testing, a little bit of CG just to make sure it's pretty. I'm pretty sure it's pretty close, and and then we got to figure out the delivery system to get him airborne. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can leave your comments about how we should make that possible, because there's no real sort of cliffs that are sort of appropriate around here.
So that's
so yeah,
and also the big fellas aren't yet ready for the big creations aren't yet ready for dropping this guy. So yeah, so if you got any suggestions at all, feel free to let us know.
Does anybody have a helicopter they want to borrow for that?
It'd be traditional like the real thing. UV Kush says, you two are my favorite creators. Oh, cheers, man. Jura right now inspiring me every day. Oh, thanks, man. What I think, and you guys have already done it. Oh, you come up with an idea and we've already done it. Beat you to it, eh? But
we've got some new ideas coming up too in the pipeline.
But yes, if you got new ideas as well, we're always open to new ideas. And
we are taking some of the ideas that the guys have suggested, that we wrote down from the different live streams, and we are incorporating them to the new designs as well. So that should be fun coming up.
Yeah. Something to look
We haven't designed them yet, but they're in the pipeline nonetheless.
There you go. So I just wanted to show you that guy because we're quite happy with how he turned out. And the material, what kind of material is he that we saw?
He's a kite material, so it's what they call ripstock. A ripstop? Stop. Yeah, kite material. Yeah. So it kind of it's kind of like a nylon base, but it can be quite annoying with the ends. They tend to fray a bit. As you can sort of see, there's a little bit there. So you always have to be quite careful with the edges to like double back and make sure you tack
overlock and all
that kind of stuff. Edge testing simulate situations that are edge case. Oh, okay.
Okay, edge casing. Okay. Yeah, it'll make the list for sure.
Okay, they'll go on the list.
I'll go and put this one back.
I can do it.
No, just save your knee.
That's all good. I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
You okay?
Yep.
Okay. There you go. But yeah, anyway, so hopefully you guys are having a great week. What did you guys get up to? And I'll grab my jandals. Where do my jandals go? I'll be back in a second. But yes, hope you guys are having an epic week. And yes, it's been a busy week in the workshop this week for us. We've been going flat tacker, designing and filming next week's episode. So yeah, hopefully we get it done in time. You never know with these things. So yes, but so we're gonna dive into this guy in a second, and we're gonna start putting them together. That's what it's all about. We've got them kind of ready, I think, and we've got some rods here. some glue, and should be good. UV says, can you please tell why you two are not working on your own defense company? I mean, if you do, you would be drowning in gold. Oh, there you go. There you go. If you got the contacts, you let us know. There you go. Yeah, no, we don't mind making stuff, but we do design things for different people. But we haven't done a defense company. So there you go. If there's any defense companies out there on the good guys side, you let us know. There you go.
Yeah.
But yes, we coming up with different ideas. This
Not a
particular,
problem.
not a problem. But this particular plan that we're making, the Eagle, which is what we're going to be jumping into in a second.
It's not our plan, so we can't claim it. So
No,
it's
but
not our design.
It's not our design. It comes with a PDF, and we purchased it on the internet using Bitcoin and all the different things. And it was sent to us via the air, and it landed. It doesn't really make sense if you're trying to explain that to like people on the
How
past.
the
Intranet works. But yes.
Did you guys ever get we're the good guys? Well, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, we are. Did you guys ever have dial-up? Was that ever a thing? Do you even know what I mean by dial-up?
Yeah, people of today might not know what that is.
It's before the world of broadband.
Before the world began was the cube. But yes, that's what it was. Is it an orthocopter? This particular one, or our previous, our next coming up projects? I think you're talking about this one.
No, if you're talking about this guy, he's not an orthocopter, but great suggestion for the future.
There you go. An orthocopter for the people out there. What's an orthocopter, Richard?
Oh, I can probably have a look at that.
Yeah.
To see it.
It's a great suggestion, and we could look at that. Why not?
Yeah.
An orthocopter for the short term is kind of like a plane, a bird, the future, pretty much. The one downside to orthocopters, they flap their wings and all that sort of thing. One downside is that they have a tendency to be very lightweight frames. So that is the one downside to an orthocopter. But very cool, very amazing to see in the air. I have never seen one in real life. I've only seen it via the internet. And Robert says he grew up with dialing my 20s. Had dial-up. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, those were the days. For the people out there that don't know what dial-up is, it used to go like this sound. Richard? Input sound. But yes, that was the sound that we and said, and then we waited like 20 to 30 minutes for the first page to load. UV Coach says, don't have a landline anymore. No, those days are done. He says, an orthocopter is an aircraft that generates lift by and thrust by flipping its wings, mimicking bats, birds, and insects. Very good. Yes. We're just going to flick over. Hang on.
So I got Wikipedia up.
Oh, classic
Wikipedia. Just for someone that's tuning in.
Yeah, just for someone that might not know.
So there you go. There's a little
birdie. Very cool designs.
But yeah, exactly.
They're pretty rare out there in the even in the big wide world. Very, very, and it says goes all the way back to Leonardo
DiCaprio, eh?
Leonardo DiCaprio's way back then too. There you go.
That's so cool.
But so the original kind of guys that jumped off cliffs and those sorts of things, they did not live very long, did they, Richard?
They did.
They're the pioneers of all these things of today. But there wasn't health and safety, was there? Go down the page a little bit. Like that guy. Like that guy's cool. That's sick. Nate's joined the stream. Cheers, brother. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you.
That's that guy.
That guy's legendary. Look at him. He's cool. Look,
I mean,
he's just out there. No helmet. No nothing.
He's just getting it done.
You're getting it done. See, he's out there pioneering.
Right on the fringe.
He's right out there on the fringe, just like the drone pack. Robert says, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Leonardo, is that your favorite, Richard?
I guess. Yeah,
mine was Donatello. Cool. What's yours? I'm making a new channel logo. Yeah, for sure. That's cool, man. Nice. Yeah. Okay. How are you doing it? Are you doing it via AI, or are you doing it designing like vector files and all that sort of thing? Change to not that one. This one. That one. Sorry. Nate says, what should it be? I need ideas. Should be a plane or a drone.
It should be
Flying, speed,
something quick.
fast.
Yeah.
Always
Like
fast.
some kind of aircraft that's
Fast.
state of the art.
Blackbird. No,
The new Dark Star.
Dark Star. There you go.
There you go. It's like
Well,
40 ideas there.
yeah, it's very cool. Okay, what do you reckon, Richie? Should we jump into this assembly?
Yeah.
We will also have to do a thing where, because it printed in a funny way, 3D printers are funny things, and in this particular case, the 3D printers, when it printed this out, it said that there was
LOL, yeah.
no, what was it?
Awesome.
Nice. It said it didn't have. What's the
There's a
word?
specific way that to be printed.
Yeah, I
But
can't
we
remember
just
the name.
winged it.
We just winged it.
Sweet. Awesome. Cheers, man.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, for sure. It says here that we need screws and those sorts of things. That need super glue. Yeah, no worries. It says activator. We never use activator. Just
'Cause
FYI.
it's hard to acquire.
Yeah, can't get it here. Carbon tube. Don't have a carbon tube, but we do have an 8mm doweling. That'll do. Steel wire. Yeah, might be a fun sim. We never use magnets on any of our planes. Why do we not use them, Richard?
Because in the old days, what would happen is you'd have a magnet, works great. Yeah, and then you have your crystal radio right next to it, and then you get nothing.
Yeah, I guess with flight controllers too, they don't like it so much.
Yeah,
That would be an interference.
but yeah, people swear by them and stuff, but
Yeah, well, we
we
don't.
just had a history of them not helping us.
And somebody asked us on this week how long we have been doing RC planes and those sorts of things, Richard. And drones and all that.
Probably about 60 years between us,
Yeah, that's quite a
which
long
sounds
time.
like a big claim, but when you're quite little and you start, it's
Yeah.
not really a big deal.
Yeah. So there you go. When we started, what were we doing? We had
Somewhere between
that plane above us. I'll show you later on. And that was it the first plane we had? That was our plane. We
no,
flew
we had
other
one-
people's, but that was.
no, we had a glider as well.
Oh, there you go. But yes, that was the first plane we had, and it's been stripped to parts, but
It's still fine.
It still could fly. We'd have to take the motors out and change them out because it is shot. UV Cush says check the Discord and also can get a stream channel where we can share for live streams. There's 2 links for AliExpress selling orthocopters. Cool designs. Oh, cheers, man. Thanks for adding that. Yeah, we'll check it out later on. And I think UV Crush is referring to our Discord, or has he got his own one?
There's lots of Discord
The
channels.
Discord. There you go.
We're still learning the world of Discords, but apparently they're called servers.
Yeah, we just worked that out. I just read it the other day. We do actually have a Discord page when we're not on the YouTube box.
Yeah.
But yes, you're all invited. Yeah, it's free, I think. Yeah,
I don't think you're paying
I
it.
think it's free. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's free.
Well,
Like
I
most
mean,
things.
YouTube's free. We do. We can share for live stream. Yeah, that's cool, man.
I'm going to check this printer here.
Your Discord. Oh, cheers, man. And in the background, which is just checking, we have been making something that will be revealed. It's not part of an episode or anything, but it is.
Used.
It is going to be used on the channel.
Like a tool, apparently.
And a tool, but it's with our spin on it. People might be out there thinking, "Oh, that's pretty revolutionary, pretty out there in the fringe when they see it." But this is the H&R Drone Racing Show, and
Pretty much everything we do is like
I don't know, we'll claim it.
acetone with CO glue and also water and baking soda mix will accelerate the CA.
Okay, nice.
Cool.
Do we have any baking soda here?
No.
No. But it's good to know.
It's good to know.
Acetone, yeah, I think we got acetone.
Acetone.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Robert. Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Thanks for the advice and help.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what do we need to do with this guy?
What we're going to do is we're going to somehow put the wings together, but also at the same time make our own channels to put the dowling rods in.
Interesting.
Interesting, because it's going to be tricky, because and technically in the original design, you can see if you look really closely, you can see that the actual one.
I could grab the design. I could bring it up.
Oh, that's fine. You can kind of see that they actually have channels already embedded, but because of the way it printed it, will not be that easy. Tip of the day. Yeah, for sure.
Hashtag tip of the day.
There should be like a thing. There should be a thing on
Is it-
live stream. Tip of the day.
Tip of the day. We start a new sequence. What's the tip of the day, guys?
That sounds pretty cool.
And what's the what are we doing for the episode for next week, Gary? That we've been working on. Are we going to give them a hint? Well, maybe we'll give you a hint in
later on.
Say
later on.
a couple of 10 minutes
Yeah,
or so.
yeah, we can give you a hint later on if you want to see that. For sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully that comes out all right. Yeah, I guess what we do is just punch some holes in it. And we'll start with the main fuselage body. We've got a dowling rod. We need that.
Okay.
8mm, it says.
8mm.
Yeah.
Not.
No. It says the first one is 8mm at 920mm.
It's so specific.
I know. Hopefully we've got enough of it. Otherwise I have to walk down the road again. Check the other side out. So there you go. That's a dowling. That's what we can get. There you go. That's what we can get.
So acquire.
Acquire on site.
The other one's a 10.
What's this one? 8?
Yeah. The other one's a 10.
Yeah, that should be fine. There's a 1.8. It might be enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what we do is we'll chop that and then we'll get the R tricopter. It's cool. Still cool? Yes.
Always cool.
It's always cool.
Always cool.
If you look at the Discord page, maybe we can see what your Kush is looking at. Who? I don't think we can flick that to the screen though. See anything? Oh, we can turn the screen around.
I can do old school.
Old school.
Old school is like...
New school.
Old school becomes just our normal.
But yes, what have you guys been up to this week? And yeah, let us know in the comments. We'll just have a look here. Whoa, it's big. Hopefully it goes to it. I think we found something. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, here we go. Maybe we can make it bigger. Yeah, flip the screen around.
There you go. So this is our
Orthocopter.
low-tech
solution for
to
this.
get into our Discord page. So this is what we're talking about here, this guy.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks for sharing that, brother.
I'll
And
just
maybe we'll
see if-
flick another picture up. Very lightweight, you can see on straight away. You can see
there's another picture. So that's what we've been talking about, guys.
orthocopters. Robert says finally he's finishing my 65 Morgan.
Whoa.
4+4. I want to have it done by April. Oh yeah, you got plenty of time. Morgan, very cool, man. Nice. Oh, jealous, very cool. And you're gonna give it like a paint job. What color are you gonna go with? Maybe a
The Morgan is in the we're talking about cars, right? As in the wooden frame Morgan. So we're talking
or are we talking about the person? I think I went to school with a Morgan when we were at school. 7130's joined the stream. Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Very cool, guys. I always look forward to seeing you more as you develop. Cheers.
very cool name, by the way.
71,
Yeah, 7130.
Yeah,
Sounds
nice.
like, you know,
Sounds cool.
it's a street.
Yeah, very street. No, very cool. And we I guess we should jump into it, I suppose.
Yeah, I think we put it off long enough.
The all black. It's going to go blacks. Are you going to do like maybe a purple flake in there? Are you going to do like Candy Crush, kind of flick it in there with maybe some.
So basically what you're asking is,
Sparkly
is it a
flake.
custom color that you're going to make?
Yeah.
Or are you going to base it on the original paint job? Or either way,
do
it's
your own
cool.
spin to it. Are you going to add like maybe more like a street version? Put like a flip flop.
Oh, flip
On a
flop.
Morgan. For the people out there that are not too sure about Morgans, what is a Morgan, Richard?
It's a car. A
It's
very,
a car,
very,
very
cool
unique car. It's got wood in the car. It's very unique.
I know this is technically a.
It's technically a plane shoe, but it's cool.
But it's got
Morgan
wood.
sports car, Richard.
Hang on.
But it's cool. So we'll bring it up on the screen. I just came up with a person called Morgan. That's fine. There you go. Hang on. So the Morgan cars, as we're going back, having a look at this, is.
But I guess it's relevant because
It's fast. It's fast.
It's
moving.
fast, and also it's
People are
got a
making
wooden
it.
frame.
So yeah, this is what it's a very odd, interesting design. I think it's very much English. Very cool.
Yeah, very
Classy.
classy.
Very classy, and just kind of they don't make cars like that anymore.
No,
Sad.
just all around cool. So
Straight black, nice. Very cool. Oh well, I mean, cool to see that. Very cool, very cool. And this button.
yeah,
Very cool, man. Nice. Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, so what do
great
we-
project, by the way.
Yeah. What do you reckon? So that's some of the stuff that we've pulled out and tried to fix. Handmade.
Oh, handmade. Oh, very cool.
Very cool. Okay, so I
So
suppose
it's like
we're gonna-
individual rivets.
yeah, individually done.
What does our day-to-day look like? Like. What's your normal
Like
day?
a normal day for you. For us,
Yeah, the E-Type's pretty cool too.
yeah, like Jaguar Eater, yes. Please.
What does a normal day look like? Flat out.
Flat out, we don't really...
Outside of the world of YouTube,
Oh,
and
yes.
before and probably after YouTube, if there is an after or whatever, but certainly before, our lives are normally pretty much 100% foot to the floor, flat out.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what we're doing, we're doing it quick. There's
Yes.
always lots to do.
There's always lots to do, and that's kind of how we roll. Yes, if we're not doing this, yeah, we haven't really been riding or anything lately, have we? So we got to get back into that. Maybe do.
We're
a
going
bit
to do a
more.
bit more of the music as well. Got to keep up to date with that. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's always stuff to do, and
Not much time in the day. Annoyingly, the hours go quick, and you go by the end of it. It's live streaming time. So yeah, But yeah, a normal day would probably be we get up in the morning and then we do socials for a good couple of hours. Then, I guess, and then
straight into this stuff.
straight into
Planning
building, filming, and then
designing, ideally a little bit ahead of time as well.
yeah, ideally like slightly ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
And
you get behind pretty quick.
Yeah, designing, coming up with new ideas is always cool, and I quite like doing that part.
But yeah, it is certainly happy. It's certainly helping with suggestions as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we're managing to
Incorporate those.
incorporate your suggestions into the future designs, which it's going to be pretty sick.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah. Not even the ones that currently. Yeah, because people say do this with the wingsuit, say like this week, and then you incorporate it into the design.
Or I was thinking of the coaxial concept plane.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna, according to the suggestions, and I guess it makes sense, we're gonna change the flat bar at the back to 90 degrees. Makes sense.
A bit more aerodynamic. So, how would we say it? Scene? Maybe we would just say scene. Chon 9.
He's
P9.
He's watching us from a mountain. So there you go. We're getting all kinds of people, and thanks very much for joining in on the H&R Racing Show.
Yeah, well, I suppose we should actually start making this play. But yes, like always, we appreciate everybody, past, present, and future, tuning in. This is Richard, and I'm Harry.
Thank
Not
you.
the other way around. People think it's the other way around and say, oh, there's Richard, and we look totally different.
Yeah.
Robert says, Harry, show anybody who hasn't seen the face on the wingsuit guy. Oh, bring him back down? Yeah, we can do that. We'll bring him back down, yeah, for the people that are just tuning in, for sure. Oh, you want me to do that? You're right. We should go and grab him. Hang on. We'll bring it back in a second. So, what Robert is talking about is me. We scan ourselves. And it seems to be in some of our designs, we put ourselves into our own planes. Yeah, bizarre, who knows? But it seems like a good idea at the time. So, what Robert's talking about is the Mark II version of the wingsuit guy. And we're just going to go and get him. And he'll be back in a second. And it's me scanned in miniature and miniaturized scale. I'm not sure. What do you reckon, Robert? What size do you think he is scaled down to? Hopefully, I mean, the proportions look right. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. But anyway, here he comes now. He's just coming in. So, yeah, so here he is. And there you go. So that's me, miniaturized. And the wingsuit design.
See the similarities?
Yes. When we did this, I wore goggles, I think, and a helmet. Yeah, because all wingsuits have that. There you go.
So yeah, that is Harry's head.
Yes, that's me.
So I think we did that live actually.
Did we?
Or did we do that one live? Or was it the? It might have been the
we didn't do
jetpack
this
we
one
did
live.
live. Yeah,
Eh?
jetpack we printed it live.
What's your life goals, life dreams? I guess everybody's got those kind of dreams, like go to the moon. 1/3 scale, Robert says. Nice, man. Thanks. You always say he's like 1-to-1 scale. So that's very kind of you, Robert. Very cool. Life goals, Richard.
Settle down.
Find
Find the right girl.
2.5 kids. Yes, I don't know. We all got different things, don't we? And everybody's different, which is cool.
I'll just leave it there.
And what do they say? They always say, what?
Should I put it back?
Yeah, probably put it back, just in case. Robert says, I'm surprised Richard hasn't put a mustache on it. Nice. If he does that, I'll put a mustache on his jetpack, man. There you go. So, yeah, I suppose we should actually start.
Yeah, you can start lining it out here.
Yeah, we'll start lining up. Yeah, for sure. But yes, we'll bring the camera in and change it over, so that'll be good. And then we need to cut this. I think we'll start by cutting that. But yeah. And we'll move that over here. But yes, hopefully everybody's having a great week. From the top of the mountain to the South Island. We welcome you. And where do we put this one? And the parts that are going into this guy, if you didn't know, we chose 1100 kV, sorry. That guy, and that's what's going to power him. And it is the Skywalker from Luke Skywalker's
Luke Skywalker.
yeah, Hobby Wings 50 amp. There you go. So it should do the job nicely with enough kick to do it. And what size propeller are we using?
I can't remember. Hang on a second. I think we've got something lying around.
Yeah.
I know we did check it.
Yeah, we did. I can't remember off the top of my head. But either way, we're getting there. Kind of an interesting design.
I don't know where it's written.
Ah, well.
I suspect it's a relative. I don't think it's too small. It is 11 by 5, a 10 by 5. Okay, there you go. 11 by 5 inch and 10 by 5 inch. I think we're going with a 10.
Okay.
Or thereabouts.
Alright.
It says 110. Okay.
One.
What is the barrel of the motor? What size is the barrel? You could open it up here.
Yeah, you can open. You open it up and you sit down with these stuff around it too.
Hmm?
You might just open up. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done that. I'm going to get scissors. Hang on. Haven't even looked inside.
I haven't opened that box yet. We'll have a look. Do we have micrometers here? Calipers and stuff?
No.
Not in this workshop.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. We're using them for something else. Yuvika says, would be nice if you guys have those "My name is" sticker. Oh yeah, while live streaming, so when you people join that can connect. Oh yeah, you can read it.
Hello, my name is... Oh, it's not Richard anymore.
Don't confuse between you two. Yes, I remember those things. We never used to have them at school. But I did see one with, I'm not sure who it was, maybe David Copperfield, or maybe it was Dynamo, I'm not sure, and it said, "My name is," and it said Dynamo. And then he put his hand on it again, and it wasn't. Something else. I thought it was pretty cool.
Not Damon.
No, it wasn't. There you go.
Maybe it was the other. Maybe
it was the other person's
Maybe
name.
it went from Dynamo to the other.
Stephen. We met that. We saw that guy in real life, by the way. And we're talking about. He came to New Zealand once. We went and saw him. Seemed like a cool dude.
So there you go. It's a little packaging for this guy. So we're actually just opening it for the very first time. If I can get it up, should be able to. There you go. There you go. That's what we're looking at. That guy. That'd be the motor in this one. In terms of the barrel size, look at that. I don't have micrometers here. I can give you a sort of a little measuring tape. The barrel size is sort of around like 25 millimeters, and then the actual shaft itself is like 4 millimeters, I think. There you go. And then the length, guess the whole thing is sort of 53 millimeters. There you go. Oh, okay, the sound effect. Oh, yeah, cool. You like the beats? Yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah, we like them. Cool. There you go. Let's look at it. The barrel size is on the box, he reckons.
Which is not sure where to put it. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I can't read.
It says it's a 2320. No, if you can see on the box.
We might have to bring the specs up.
Well, I know what I do. I'll bring it up on the thing. Please hold. I'll be with you shortly. I can't find where it is.
Okay,
let's go to these guys.
Yeah, so hopefully we get all this together. Ideally, on the stream, we get the wing on. That'd be sick.
What does it say?
Hey?
What does it say out there?
Oh, on the stream, sorry.
Yeah.
What does it say? What's it say? Would you guys make a space casino or design one? Or how would you guys make a space casino or design one? What's your process to design in space, build in space, and it being in a 2D puzzle and assembling in space?
Are we talking about spaces in like International Space Station?
Yeah, are we talking about the ISS, or are we talking about more of like a philosophical question? Technically, the answer is the same, depending on which way you do the puzzle. But if you're talking about a space casino, gambling, those sorts of things, people do that. We don't personally do that sort of thing. But yes, it's very popular, and you do see people on the pokies. Seeing Chan says it must be an expensive one. This particular plane, or are we talking about? Are we talking about the casino, or are we talking about the Mark II wingsuit? If you're talking about this one, I think it was a reasonable price. Yes. I think it wasn't too bad, was it?
No, I think
it was reasonable. Yeah, even in New Zealand prices. Robert says went from a positive plus today to a negative 18 at night time. Crikey, that's a change, isn't it? Yeah, the animals wouldn't like that too much. Hopefully, if you've got animals out there, they've got a nice place to be, maybe inside the shelter somewhere, or in the stables. Yeah. Because she's a new space station, bigger long-term living Earth orbit. Oh, okay. I haven't heard of this one. What would our one be? What would we do in space station?
Dominate
Dominate the space?
I don't know.
That's clever. No, I don't know. I guess interesting thing. Some people get claustrophobic in space.
Or
says the motor. No. The expense of the motor. No, it's quite reasonably priced too. It's not an expensive one, is it?
No, it's reasonable.
No, it's reasonable.
Yeah, it's not an arm and leg. It's fine.
No, it's arm and leg. That one's sponsored for the channel by Hobbywing. Good thumbs up to them for sticking with us on the channel. Very cool to have them on board. Yeah, we've what else have we made with them? Oh, last week off the top of the head we're working on the coaxial one. That's a Hobbywing motors as well.
And ESCs.
Oh yeah, but yes, no, very cool. No, the motor's all good. I quite like it. It's red.
This is what we're looking at if you look at the website anyway.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got to bring it up. Hang on, it's mine.
Yeah, so yeah. So
you good?
Yeah, I think so.
Not that one. Oh no, I got that one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this is on the Hobbywings website.
So this is the one we're looking at, the 2320s.
Yeah, we always usually go for more power.
High power. There we go.
Just a bit more of a kick, and cooling is what you want. Pretty sick.
We thought it looked pretty cool. So
it'll do the job for sure. We always, when we do make any plane or anything, we always aim for having more kick, and that way you can always reduce power. But if you don't have enough, then that is sad. When you made something,
oh yeah,
it's disappointing, and then you have to go and do a whole new recalculation and everything.
Yeah, so you go to your thrust values. So 50% throttle is what there somewhere, 51%.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Then
you go over to thrust value of how much? I can't read it on the top.
Where are we?
Propeller size versus
thrust. Yeah, there we go, thrust.
Oh, it's on the first line. Okay.
So 597 grams.
Yeah.
So at 100%, you got 1 8.8 kgs of thrust
That's more than enough.
per motor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good kick right there. Nice size motor and in runner to boot. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
This is quite a lot of the stuff we do behind the scenes. But yeah, it's quite nice to incorporate that into this live stream for you guys, something that you might not see. We do quite a lot of thrust value calculations. There's a lot they have to do when you do autopilot, and a lot that we do in the background. What about coaxial motor setup? Richard, what was the motor that we chose for that one? Hannah, you said
I got.
Richard tripped up just before coming on live stream, and he's like, my knee! But why does he put ice on it? Maybe you guys can help him out and suggest, he doesn't listen to me, but maybe you guys can tell him. Go and put some ice on it.
They are 2807s.
2807s? What's that?
13 kV X-rater.
Okay.
So 1300 basically.
1300s?
Yep.
Robert says he goes for Sunny Sky and Hobby Wing his go-to motor selection. Very cool, man. Nice. Sunny Sky. Do we have any Sunny Skies?
I think we do have some. I think we do. I think that the Sunny Skies are on the Tarot.
Yeah, I think they are Sunny Skies.
Sunny Skies. Go.
Yes. No, yeah. Well, we're happy with them. So we're happy with the old the motors that we put in our designs.
Yeah, they're cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
And it looks like the coaxial one's got heaps of kicks. So.
Yeah, it's another kick for sure. Has that been? Yeah, we did that on live stream. Okay, so I suppose we better do a bit more of this.
You gonna change the screen?
Oh, we can bring that other. Yeah, we can change the screen over. And maybe I'll do that. You sit down.
You make me walk.
Yeah, make me walk a long way.
Okay. Yeah, so thanks so much for everyone for joining in on this live stream. We are live in our workshop and we are working on a specific series that we are making, and this is all about the RC Eagle. It was a 3D printed plane design, not our specific design, but down the pipeline we may be quite inspired by aircrafts of this nature, so maybe in our own series maybe we could sort of incorporate this kind of animal-like behaviors.
Well, yeah, like an orthocopter. It was a
like
great
an
suggestion.
orthocopter, like you were talking earlier. So yeah, that'd be quite fun.
So
what do we need to do with this bad boy, Harry?
Well, just trying to. Where did that last feather go? Was that down this end?
This one.
Yeah, we could also change the split screen too.
Split screen. Okay.
Yeah. I like split.
Yeah, so you're welcome to join in on the chat if you've got any suggestions about what we should do for the series, or something you might like to see. Or something of our original designs, or what we're working on the series. Remember, you can, you don't hesitate, you're welcome to join in and share your comments or thoughts.
How many feathers does it have?
Too many feathers.
How many feathers?
Too many feathers.
Where does that feather go?
I don't know. Over here. Maybe it's just an extra one. Like, maybe it's a swappable feather.
Why would they make a swappable feather?
I don't know. Maybe it's for the back. For the rudder.
Oh. Don't know.
Nope. I actually don't know. Where did it go?
But anyway, I'll get some water.
And Andrew's joined us. Hey, Andy. Thanks very much for joining in, dude. He suggests to do something with a boat or car. Yeah, good call. Yeah. So we're working on the a couple of different ones at the moment. So one is the sub skimmer, and one is the what do you call it? We're calling it a power boat, aren't we? So autonomous boat. So we've got those two series. But yeah, maybe we could do some more towards the vehicle side of things. That would be cool. Drones are lame? Well, that's a matter of perspective, but sure, fair enough. Okay, and the DJI are my biggest. All right, yeah, that's right, because you've got the big monster ones, right? Yeah, nice. I know you were talking about you had the, what are they, the agricultural massive drones. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so I think what we're going to have to do Gonna join this guy together. And so yes, this is the, looks like Harry's got the right wing out. Yeah, looks like the right wing. And this is the front of the fuselage, like that. Fair enough. All good, eh?
Yeah, no worries. All right. Did we go split screen in the end, or we're still on one screen?
Just on one screen.
Right. What do you reckon? Do one leg, one wing, and then do the other wing?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Put that one under there so we don't get mixed up on the boxes.
No hard feeling. It's all good. Yeah. Horizontal split. I think it's this one. Let's have a look. No, not that one. Definitely not. Okay. It's just my backside at the minute. Hang on. All right. So here we are in two. Why has it got me twice?
I'm not even.
Where's Harry?
Hang on.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Maybe move it back.
No, you still disappeared.
I did this.
You're gone. You're completely.
Gone.
It just looks like I'm by myself.
But anyway.
Okay, so here we are, and we're
This is the right wing.
the right wing, which is just the right wing, by the way. Don't get confused. It's not meant to be taken in any other way, context, or form, for that matter. Just the wing. It just happens to be right.
That's right. Yeah, you're very clever.
Don't want to get confused.
No.
You're gonna be PC correct all the time.
Okay, so we get some glue.
Put some glue. We're ready
need
to
a
go.
Dowling rod, and what else we need?
Okay. Okay. So I thought I'd just have a quick look at these pieces of paper and make sure we know what we're doing. Alright, seems pretty straightforward. So basically, okay, so there's hinges and good stuff like that. So apparently there's actually these little, I'm not sure if you can see it, there's these little little valves that you can put in, which is kind of cool. And it's just a way to join, well, line them up, I guess, to join the two, marry the two up. He said sit next to each other, not opposite. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. So you're thinking, we'll work it out one day.
We'll work it out one day.
We'll work it out. So yeah, so there's these little tabs there.
Is it?
There's little tabs there, see?
Okay.
Like wing assembly like that, see? You join these two together.
Okay.
So you're gonna poke a center punch, eh?
Oh, yeah, like on that side, you reckon? Like two this way. That way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you can't see Rich, man.
Where have I gone, man?
Go back this way. Yo. Yeah.
Yo.
But yes, Vikash says, move the table in front of you, preferably in front of the screen with the camera, and set the other camera to a top-down view. So you mean like closer here? No, we can try. Yeah, why not?
We could try and get our angles right, man.
Hang on. You mean like, hang on, mind your feet? Like this. And then
These.
we can still access
Hard to get the balance right there.
Oh, yeah, I think
So
it's...
now you're completely out of shot.
Yeah, but we can then change the camera angle.
Okay. It's just me. Hi.
All right, come back that way. Go back up. Oh, no, they have to be, because then they have to be quite close, right?
Okay.
No,
Cool.
no.
And then what? This is just like another angle.
You know, the top down, he said, like peering down in it.
Oh, fancy.
Fancy. And then maybe we'll sit here.
Like
Hey,
there.
we're adjusting cameras as we do it.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Hey, why not? Why not mix it up? Alignment tabs. That's the one. All you're doing is giving a different, it's giving a different perspective. Top down view for camera 2, like that. I think is what he's meaning. And then this one,
Different angles.
giving a perspective.
Gotta be
yo.
more dynamic, man.
Giving a dynamic.
Gotta be more dynamic. Which I think is just the same thing, just slightly closer.
Yes.
I guess it's a trial and error to see what works, right?
What works?
We'll try it for a bit, see how this goes.
Yeah. Who knows?
Okay, so this is my hand here, if you can see it.
Yeah, it's kind of you know, like that.
Well, I can't go above us because I've got nowhere to mount it. But cool idea though.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kind
So
of
this is the close. This one here is the closest to down we can get at this stage of the game. Otherwise, we're gonna mount the camera somewhere else. But yeah, maybe we can do that in the future.
Oh,
We
you
just
know,
have to like hang
here.
it from the ceiling somehow.
It's an interesting idea. Well, I think we could do that. But maybe on another stream. Yeah, maybe on another stream.
This will have to work for this one, I think.
That's pretty good.
Is it any different? Oh, I guess it is because now the camera's.
Yeah, we've got like an interaction on this camera, and then like a nice.
You can
flow.
look up and go, whoa, there they are.
Yeah. Cheers, Robert. He thinks it's pretty good. Yuvika says, so you have screen and camera 1 on screen looking at you, and you at screen, and camera 2 is looking at table from above and your hands. Oh yeah, you see me mount the second camera above us, like over yonder, looking down. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I guess we have to figure something out, but we can't do it today.
Screen 1 and camera 1 on screen looking at you, looking at me, looking at you.
I feel that then you start to do that point where you got like a camera on your head and then
And then you're like
FPV camera on your Well, I guess you could do it like Hardcore Henry, where you have the camera attached to like a GoPro in your mouth.
That was a cool movie, by the way, if you haven't seen that one. Yuvika says, you can 3D print an arm or use a long wooden plank.
Yeah.
Great suggestion, fella.
Yeah.
This view and perspective is, and also perspective is better.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we'll stay like this today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good thoughts.
Good thoughts.
You got to mix it up, right? Like you got to be more what they call like
Fluid.
dynamic.
No, dynamic's better word. Yeah.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. Okay,
This
so
is kind of cool though.
yeah, no, I like changing, mixing it up. It's good.
Okay, so what do we need to do? So we've got some tabs here apparently.
Have we?
Yeah. So they got some little tabs, and then they go. Apparently, they go. Oh, not that one.
Okay.
They go in the edge there, if you can see. Hope it's a bit black, but you can see those all. They're there. So effectively, it sort of allows you to line up. I've got some. Harry was a cool movie.
Oh, Henry, Hardcore Henry was a cool movie. Maybe becoming lured in with the Neuralink. Yes. So what we're talking about is Hardcore Henry. It was an interesting movie, or filmed, I think, kind of in the guerrilla style of FPV. It was revolutionary when it came out. And they haven't really jumped into that as much as that movie. So
They did a little bit, yeah.
a little bit.
What did Robert say? That wingsuit's gonna be quite the camera feat, to look through the camera at the FPV, watching the guy come down at the set. Yeah, you're right. Very cool, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
So cool. Yeah.
UV agrees. Yeah. Cheers, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
it'd be cool to do it where once we figure out what the fall to glide ratio is.
Yeah.
Once we figure what that part out is, then we can sort of like determine whether it's suitable for a cliff jump. But that would be cool. That'd be the ultimate one, right? Down the cliff, right? Like just like they do in real life, right? So cool.
Yeah. Very cool. All right.
Provided you had you could find large enough mountain. I know we went to St. Paul's Rock, which was on one of the episodes. It is looking good to do that one. A little tricky to do it though, because you don't want to get it wrong and then go, huh, and then you go off the cliff with them. Because there's no railing. It's just a cliff.
Yeah. It's okay. Well, that makes it all part of the plan. I mean,
part
you
of
don't
the
really want to
danger.
you want to get the carabiners out, do you?
Cliff into the cliff. I guess that's cool.
Clip into the clip. That means safety paramount. Okay, so what do we
He
need?
said, well, remember it's a 1/3 scale, so make Harry a suit full scale and get him to jump off.
The roof. Don't give me ideas there, Robert. Don't give me ideas. But I mean, it's technically possible. I mean,
Well, we can sell it easy enough.
Yeah. It's, well, take
Would
a
you guys
while.
like to see us make wingsuits? Yeah, share comments like full scale.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
It's certainly within our ability to be able to make it happen.
Our versions. Yeah.
Our version of it, inspired by what the real guys do, the pros do.
And we have had pros on the channel, haven't we, Richard?
We have. Do we have any TV hinges in that bag behind you?
In the bag. If you haven't seen those live streams, make sure you check them out. It's pretty cool. Is it TPU hinges? What kind of hinges do they are? Are they just plastic ones?
I don't know.
They are Eagle Part Profile 1. I think if they're not TPU.
Okay. I think they're more like a just a
Looks
guide.
like a guide.
A good.
You don't really need them, I don't think. But anyway.
Oh yeah. So we need to get those out. Do you have like a way to get those out?
So I go. There you go.
Oh yeah. Maybe a screwdriver as well.
Sure. I think these fellas. Robert says that would be cool to see. That's quite the wing. It would be, wouldn't it? Name your top. Yuvika says, name your top 3 people you guys look up to. Ah, okay. Well, obviously,
Jean-Claude Van Damme. JCVD.
Keanu Reeves. No, but which are cool dudes. And yeah, who would you say? Oh, I mean, obviously,
those guys are pretty cool.
Yes, so, but and
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah. But I guess you'd say our number 1 would be our granddad, but he's not around anymore. But he, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's number 1, and then of course the mum and.
You said dudes.
You said just dudes only, or?
People. Okay, so it's non-specific.
Okay, non-specific. Who else would you say, Richard? Chris Hadfield, NASA man. Who else would you say, Richard?
But you said top 3, so.
Well, that was mine. You got like 2 more. Anyone?
Chicken chat.
Anyone over 6 feet tall? Who do we know that's really tall?
Personally,
I don't know anybody necessarily that tall personally, but yeah, good on them. How tall would you say we
Big
are?
Carly.
What's that?
The Big Carly.
The Great Kelly, yeah. But
He's a wrestler, wasn't he?
I think so. But yes, apparently when you do this sort of thing, they come with tabs, little mini tabs, and they are just PTG printed. What would your be your top 3 be? Post a comment below. Let us know.
I'm saying anyone over 6 feet you would have to look up to physically.
All right.
I guess we do look small on the screen, right?
Yeah. It's a perspective thing. See, because of the new idea, we're over here, but
yeah. So we look like we actually look a lot shorter. We could be over 6 feet.
We could be. It's a perspective thing. Eagle Part 1. Eagle Part Profile 1. Yes, that's the right one. Yep. Okay. And yeah, the PLA. Oh, it's PLA. Sorry, I said PTG for that part, but it was actually PLA. There you go. All right. I can put that back. I don't want to lose it. That's the motor mount, if you can see. Motor mount.
Pretty hard to get these out.
Robert says his dad and son and Mike Lavelle. Very cool, man.
Very cool. Nice. Good choice.
Good choices.
I don't think you can really go too wrong.
No, I don't think you can go wrong. There's a lot of good people out there in the world.
It's entirely personal choice.
Yeah, and there's a lot of crap.
And also you can just change your mind later on.
That's
it's
right.
It's not like it's in stone.
No. They won't know. It'll be
but I mean, you just change your mind.
Yeah. So interesting. So yeah, that's the way they do it. Is that they slot in there, so you can see that little piece there. It slots into that little cavity there. So
Does that fit in that one? Let's see if that fits in there. Is it going to go in there?
It will do once we're finished, made it.
Oh yeah. Would it go in there? Or do I need to get more out of it?
I'll get another. Anyway.
I thought we got all this stuff.
I know. I did too. But anyway.
Oh well, whatever.
Just a minor thing. But before you know it, this wing will just jump together quite quickly.
Nikolai Tesla. And okay, yeah, Von Braun, yeah. And my dad. Very cool. Great choices.
Yeah, very cool. For the people out there, who is Nikolai Tesla? Richard?
It's the guy that made the Tesla. He's basically
He's what would you say? He would say
Scientist.
Well, you'd say he's the guy that invented the Tesla of today in many ways.
He made the Tesla car, basically. And Von Braun, he is the guy that made basically space travel that it is today. So, yep.
I think that's
Head
right.
off to both those guys.
I think that's right. We could be wrong, but we
Yeah, I'm
haven't,
pretty sure.
we haven't Googled it. So, and either way, very cool dudes out there. I guess we could Google it to make sure, but pretty confident. Nice.
Of course, they didn't have Google, did they?
No, they didn't have Google.
They didn't have Google search. The man was a genius. Tesla.
Yeah,
It had almost 80% of his ideas.
stolen from him. Yeah, it is a bit of a rough one.
But that doesn't discredit him in any way.
No.
Just means that people got a little crafty, that's all.
Yeah, very shame. Very much a shame. I guess it's a bit of a...
I guess it's so good that somebody else had to take it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Which is a shame. But yeah, so they crafted the what the world is today. So hats off to them. Very much so. We couldn't do what we're doing without those guys. No, I didn't know that they were making another space station. But why not? As you're saying earlier in the live stream.
No, we're making a new space station.
That's what somebody was saying.
Plus,
Yep. UV Kush says that guy that invented the first RC toy and many more inventions, basically all of today's electricity. Yep, that's for sure. Invented AC, DC motors, and everything electric. Yes, he did. He did. Absolutely. Yeah. Hats off to him. I can't remember at one point there was a war between the two, AC, DC. I just can't remember who was the other dude, but maybe you guys know off the top of your head. But there was a war between AC and DC, which one was going to be in each house, and AC won. But technically, in many ways, DC won, because as it comes out of the power lines, goes to the transformer, gets changed over, and to the adapter at the back of your TV. Happy RC says,
hey man, how's it going?
he says wave emoticon, and he says smiley emoticon. Thanks man, thanks for tuning in. Robert says back in black. Just like AC/DC, right?
Back in black.
Like Iron Man. So yes, we're doing a little bit of crafting on this guy.
Ideally, we'll have this wing done. That'd be quite good.
The goal. But yes, we're doing well on the stream so far. We have looked back. We've been looking at thrust vectors, thrust charts on the motor going into this one, which is this character here. There you go, Happy. Just a little recap for you. And that's the motor that's going in this guy. We have been looking at this week's episode. A little touch on that earlier in the stream.
Which was the wingsuit?
Which was the wingsuit. We brought him out and showed him around, and he's looking good. Like I think we're all quite happy to see that getting to that stage where we can go and send him for real.
Yep, and we're still coming up with ideas of how to go about that process of that
Delivery system.
So
You mean to send him?
yeah,
For the
initial flight.
initial flight, maiden flight. But it's gonna be sick to see him. UV Kush says Von Braun basically made the whole space race, and to the man on the moon, to the first drone to fly by wire, drone and autopilot to first jet, pulse jet, first rocket, the whole world space industry. Dude, that guy's sick.
That's a big claim, but also true.
Also true, and that guy's sick. That's right. By the way, for my slang, we mean sick hot, like it's a cool thing. Robert says, hey Happy, Happy, and Happy says, how is everyone? Didn't realize there was a stream on tonight, and had plans to work on planes with some buddies. So, on my way home. Oh, nice man, cheers. Thanks, appreciate for tuning in. Yeah. Well, technically for us, it's not the night. It's the daytime, so
It's about like 4:46 in the afternoon.
so. But we appreciate you all tuning
Tuning
in.
in. Yeah, let me put that on. I'm not sure where that goes, to be honest. I'm not sure where he goes.
I don't know. I guess we'll just leave him out until we can work out what he does.
I'm not sure about that guy.
T and Tappy's joined the stream, looking good. Oh, cheers.
All right, thanks very much for joining in. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining in these events. I know it takes a huge effort, and we always appreciate it. So thanks very much.
And we try and put on a show, as it were.
Yeah, everybody tries their best, right?
Exactly.
And yeah, so if you're just joining us, we are working on the right section wing of this RC Eagle, and that is where we are. It's 3D printed. It's not our specific design, but it is something that anybody can purchase or acquire, depending on how you go about that. And yes, so that's what we're working through. It uses lightweight filament, and it also has a bit of what do you call it? PLA Pro, which is PLA Plus to the average person. Basically PLA Pro, but way cooler, right? Recycled filament that we use in the front there for the front struts. So that's the front there, which is the PLA Pro, and everything else that you see is the lightweight filament.
Lightweight stuff.
And this is the RC Eagle that we're working on this series that we've been working on. So thanks so much for joining in. Do you guys have a bunker or a fallout hideaway in your home?
Technically, we're in it.
Technically, we're in it. So it doubles as both.
No. In a way.
In a way.
No, not really.
We'll just claim it. We'll just claim it.
Oh, okay.
Just claim it.
What are we hiding from? Yes. But, yes.
You don't have to be hiding.
No.
We don't have to be hiding.
No, we don't.
Well, I guess we're not hiding because we're live, right?
Yeah, that's right. But, no, this is just the workshop. Behind you, yeah, just the tools.
Just how we roll, man.
Just how we roll. But some people do. Some people do have tornado shelters. I know Props Off, and he has one because it's quite a tornado season where he is sometimes. So some weather out there is pretty crazy. So you want to be safe. So, yeah.
Better be safe than sorry. I mean, if you can make one, that'd be cool.
Yeah, as a project, that's pretty cool. You mean like something fun to do? Like a fun project to do.
Yeah. Okay, so they can go like that, see? That's what we're looking at. Tuning in on that, and it just goes into that little tab there.
I don't really know if that's really needed there.
It's not needed, but it's cool.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just to line them up, so then you can go...
Well, you can just glue it.
Yeah. You just go in like that, see? Bam, it's right in there.
All right.
I don't know why you do that.
I don't know. Anyway.
Is that finished in there?
Can't be.
I know, he's working.
Making some tats.
I know, about 26 minutes in that guy.
26 remain on that.
Aye.
Custom design.
All
Oh, we're supposed to be glue it together then, Richard.
Yeah, cool. Do you need anything else on? What about the strut and stuff? Do we need to make a hole for that? While you can get into it?
Maybe I can just shove it from this end. I think it'll be fine. Once the glue's all strapped. So you can get it all straight.
I guess the worst comes to worst, you can always dig it in and place it in.
Yeah. Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario. Alright, let's get it done. He finished his logo, Nate did. Well done, awesome.
Nice.
Great work. Happy says, in the case of a fallout, the building can choose stock up on pizza and filament, LOL. Good call. Great call.
Just the essentials? Nothing
Just the essentials. Nothing to worry about. We're just stuck up on pizza, guys, and we've got some filament.
We need a lot of flour and a lot of yeast.
A lot of focus.
And then the pizza maker.
UV Crush says, if someone hired you, what would your salary requirements and other conditions after all taxes paid? Top dollar. Absolute maximum. I think I'm pretty sure we worked it out with the person. No problem there. Yeah. You're welcome to talk to us offline or something like that. Yeah, for that kind of thing. But yeah, I can't talk about that kind of thing on in the public space. It's individual to each person.
But
Robert
custom,
says custom, right? Robert says, wow, you guys weren't kidding about the, can't really read it, the price of the salary for CA glue. Yes, some you know, better. You know,
I was going to say the green, but it's not really green anymore. It's plasticky
stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay, so if you're just joining us on this live stream, we're streaming currently on, is that TikTok? Instagram? TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, we're streaming on TikTok and we're streaming on YouTube, and we always suggest head over to our YouTube channel because that's always where the action happens. And yep, this is what's happening. We're making a RC 3D printed eagle, and before you know it, in this particular series, we'll be in the air. And Robert says, yeah, cool, yeah. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna start whacking this bad boy together, right?
Yeah, I suppose we better.
Okay, I think all the I's and T's are crossed.
Got the little tabs.
Got the little tabs, make it look nice.
And what kind of glue do you use, Richard?
CA glue.
Anything in particular?
Just whatever you can get.
Whatever we can get.
Whatever's hot and fresh.
Hot and fresh, but also we tend to use like a gel-based super glue. If you're a little kid, I guess we should say the T's and C's. What do you do if you're a little kid, Richard?
Give it to an expert that knows what they're doing.
Yes.
I don't, because they always say give it to the expert, but that's
give it to an adult. You mean?
Give it to an adult, but you know, some of those guys are a little, questionable. So give it to an expert, an adult
expert.
Adult expert. Yeah.
That's true. But yes, it's one of those things that maybe a little kid shouldn't be playing with CA glue. We usually use epoxy, but for some reason, this design says it wants super glue.
Yeah, doesn't always like the sun, CA glue.
No, it makes that cracking sound.
Yeah, and you don't want that cracking sound.
No.
But
that's what it wants. That's what it wants.
That's what the
diagram says.
That's what the man says. That's what the man says.
So what do we do? Put these together like that? Pop.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Cool. Okay, maybe you probably don't need that. It's just a case of winging it now.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's get
glue
into
time, people. Okay, do we have something to wipe it down on? Like a wand?
What kind of
I was going to say like this, but it's a bit worn out.
Do you just use the back of it? Okay.
Alright, okay. Okay, I hate this stuff. The fumes are insane.
And not good for your eyes either, so... That one might be dead. Hang on. Must use it.
But yeah, this is the tends to be the sort of our go-to stuff.
JB.
It's not sponsored, by the way. This is just what we acquired, but it is quite good from our past experiences.
Yeah.
But if JB World wants to sponsor us,
yeah, get in contact with us. We do use a lot of your products. But yes, before you know it, we'll get this wing together, and then we'll work on the next wing. And I think that's pretty good. Maybe between that, what we'll do coming up is give you a little hint. Coming up on the live stream, we'll give you a little hint about what's coming out on Tuesday next week. And that'll be the episode.
Can you grab craft knife, please? Or just Yeah, so thanks very much for everyone for joining on the live stream series that we're making.
You want this one or the real one?
Just A1.
I do.
And feel free to join in on the chat. It's fairly informal around here.
And hopefully Happy is driving safely back from his workshop.
Yeah.
I think it was a workshop.
Yeah.
It used to be a workshop where you're working on planes.
And how's everything going on the ranch there, Robert? Everything, hopefully everybody's, all the animals are behaving themselves and everybody's happy, having a good time. So you're just going to whack those two together.
Well, what are you working on?
Okay.
Should we go with those then? What do you want to do first?
I was going to trim them. Oh, yeah, whatever.
I guess
whatever works.
I'll put these ones together then. There's no right or wrong, just whatever does the job.
Read the instructions here.
Maybe.
So to do them first?
I think I see that one.
Which one?
Thereabouts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll see that. You can see it. Okay.
Oh, well.
Yeah. All good here. Awesome. Good stuff, man. Yeah. All good.
Here you go.
Thanks.
What do we normally use? Do we use like a
You've got a pedal there.
Where's that pedal? Thank you. But yeah, it's, using super glue, you don't want to get it near your eyes, so always keep it away from your body when you do this stuff. And always wear gloves. Learn from our mistakes, as they say. But, yeah.
I don't remember doing any mistakes.
No, but
I'm perfect.
Yes. Oh yeah, and that's a thing too, is make sure you see a little prompt under YouTube. It just says there, encourage your people to share out. Share out the live stream as much as you want to other people that might want to watch it. That's what it said.
You go.
Interesting. Never seen that before.
Where did it pop up?
Just over there on the screen over there.
Cool.
There you go. Must be a new update.
He's not supposed to text and drive, he says. So just chat and drive.
But yes.
When am I right? Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Safety.
The safety first.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless you got one of those like Tony Stark might have, where it's sort of like text to speech kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like if Mike Owen was joined the stream, I'm not sure if he is online at the moment, but he was talking about auto drive cars.
Oh yeah, it drives itself. You don't have to worry about the actual driving aspect, which of course defeats the whole purpose of driving.
Which is the fun part. I don't think the Morgan would have an auto drive feature.
I'd be surprised if it did.
And you wouldn't want it to.
Do we have a fume extractor? Not here.
I mean, I can hook it up to that tube over there.
Zip tied at the minute.
No, is it?
Yeah. It's been used.
It's been used for
It's been used for other things.
Uh,
But good idea.
We do have a fume extractor, but it's been used for another project. There you go. Yeah, you know.
So does it? I mean, it's good for that project.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
I mean, all you can say is where was it when I needed it?
Typical.
So there you go. That's what we're looking at, guys. One down,
Yeah. So
and then another one there. Look at that. Bam! Straight on there.
does it say that? Or is it just implied? What's the instructions say? Does it say that?
It's just ad lib.
Ad lib. All right. My kind of town.
It's the way it rolls, man. Just ad lib.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes.
But good idea. If you've got a fume extractor,
Send it our way. Always
yeah,
looking for another.
always looking for a new bit of equipment.
But yes, it's gonna look cool. I mean, you can automatically see the kind of odd silhouette that it will make in the air. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing this in the air. Happy says my brother-in-law has he's got a self-drive car, and I got to sit in the driver's seat on a short trip. Very odd feeling. Oh, I bet. Wow.
Do you get on with them? I'm sure you do.
Well, yeah, it could be the argument might be with the self-drive car, you see, but he's not going to talk back. Or can it? Does the self-drive car argue with you? No,
Go left, go left.
and I
it just
say
goes
go right. You know, that sort of thing.
Can you override it?
Yeah. Can you override it? And can you ask like a different navigator to take over? Like say that the car is driving with say Garmin technology, and you go, no, I want TomTom.
You mean like a different driver style?
Different.
So
driver.
like I want
Yoda to take over.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of like you like the actual driving style. Like you want like
race.
a lowrider guy, and just like
Oh, that's very cool.
or do you want a guy that's like a race car driver and takes over?
Robert says he's got a self-drive car. She's just getting ready to get asleep. Don't want an argument, man. Take that back.
Gotta keep that one happy, right?
No, it's very cool.
No.
Happy wife, happy life, happy self-drive car, happy life as much. Alright, okay, put these little things in.
Little tabs, you gonna glue them in?
Yeah, well, I don't really know if they're really needed. To be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of like pointless. But hey, it's not my design, I guess.
We could glue these together, and before you glue them on.
Does it help then? What's the point of that? That's
yeah.
cool. That's cool. What's that? Stylish.
So we've got another person on the chat.
Oh yeah.
It's the interesting 3D printer stream. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for
cheers.
joining in.
Thanks, brother.
So yeah, so currently what you're looking at there is the wing. How long is that, by the way? It's the wingspan of the RC Eagle that we're building.
So I think it's about like 2 meter wingspan or something.
Okay, so that's, yeah, it feels like about 1 meter because my arm's about that.
Have you got the? You will just these
Instruction.
right way? I just want to double check that before we glue it.
I'll put this in the middle and you can look.
Thank you.
I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah.
Yeah. And mainly lightweight filament if you're interested in that sort of thing. And there's also recycled PLA in there as well.
Yeah, so PLA Pro on the front, which is the recycled filament, and then on the back is the lightweight filament. So there you go.
And then what do? They just pop those suckers in there, eh? Alrighty.
Cool. It's pretty
Okay.
ad-lib there.
Pretty ad-lib, isn't it? Oh, well, just pop a bit of glue on here.
Start your side.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe join that, put that aside, and then we'll start joining your one.
Yeah.
I have no idea why that's there.
Don't know yet.
What do you think that's for, guys? Interesting. Has no comment about it in any of the notes. All right. So she's coming along now.
We're
so,
making some headway.
so Harry's using some of this Super Weld Extreme is what it's called. So extremely super glue.
Yep.
Do you think it's extreme? It's extreme enough.
Just liking his own joke. Is that right?
No, I was liking what Robert was talking about there. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit of a controversial joke, that one. Yes, but thanks very much for everyone for joining in on this live stream. We're currently streaming on YouTube and we're also streaming currently on TikTok. So you're welcome to take your choice about what you would like. But for example, say we're on TikTok. We tend to do sort of a shorter stream, but we will carry on nonetheless on YouTube because
YouTube's better.
Can you say that? I guess you can claim it. Nobody's going to go against you, right?
I think Happy said YouTube's better. I think.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll quote Happy. And that way it's not us saying it, it's somebody else saying it.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, that's what we're doing, and we're making this RC Eagle. And it is like many of the people are saying, it is a 3D printed plane. Yo, you know.
Yeah, sure. You might have to lift it up a little bit.
Yep. You're
And
too
then we'll
right.
put two right there, son. And we have to put that together like that, and then maybe pretty much just pop it straight onto that one.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll dry, and then we won't get the kind of shaping because it's kind of an interesting shape. It's not just straight. It's not just straight. It's got a bit of shape.
Not just straight, it's got a bit of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're talking about their wives situation there going on there.
Alrighty. Now stay clear of that.
I don't want to be the one.
But yes, either way, thanks so much for tuning into the stream. Make some noise. Let us know in the stream if you can see us and hear us. It always helps. It doesn't tell us at this end if you can see us. So smash that thumbs up button. Just make sure it is working. That's cool. Okay, cool.
Do this other side.
Oh, yeah, might as well do all three.
Got it?
I don't know if that's what the directions say, but might as well be.
Yeah. See, we quoted him correctly. See, YouTube's where it's at.
That's Happy's quote. There you go.
Best sound, best view, best people. There we go.
Oh, you can't, man.
I feel that should be your catchphrase there, Harry. Everybody's got to have a catchphrase.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're making some progress here, and the wing is this is the right-hand wing, and it's taking shape. But yeah, it's very unique design. I mean, you wouldn't see that normally on a wingtip, would you? There you go. That's just the wingtip. So very cool.
And how are we going to go from there to into the loom? Oh, I guess we'll just worry about that later. Iron it in somehow.
In, out, in, out, in, out, wiggle around. That kind of stuff.
No.
Just make it work, right?
Yeah. Not perfect, but it will be.
So yeah, so I think the stream's coming along well, so that's good.
Making headway, that's what we want.
And Happy says it's so cool, so there you go. We totally agree there, Happy. But I feel it'd be quite delicate too, just as a side note there. That must be delicate, look at that. Wafer thin. But if you get it down safely, you'll be right.
Okay, Richard.
I guess you can reprint it if anything goes bad.
That is true. Okay.
Not that anybody wants to reprint something.
If it crashes or something, that would be sad. Anyway.
I guess if you give it a good paint job, gonna start well, gonna look the part.
Before it dries too much, we're going to try and put it on there. Glue that on. That way we get the right shape. Okay, flip it over, Richard.
Are they called finger feathers? Yes, that's the
The official
that's
name.
the official name.
Hey.
The finger feathers. Maybe another two?
What?
Another
Wait.
2 strips.
Wait about.
It's got yeah, household name that finger feathers.
Okay, cool. Flip it down. We'll do that, sir.
I was gonna hold it just because at the moment it needs to dry a bit more.
Okay, we'll pop that on there top then. We get some reinforcements. What do you reckon? Is it gonna go in?
Yes. Hopefully my head's out of the way there.
Yeah. That one. This one that's been annoying. I'll just take it out. Cool. Let's glue it in.
Are you going alright?
Yeah.
You don't want that one?
Do you want it?
Well, I just wonder if you can.
Try and put it in. Oh yeah, put it in. We've got it.
Oh.
Is it still glowing?
Yeah, still drying.
Right. So yeah, here we go. We put simply the most crucial strap piece in. Yeah, like that.
Still pushing off at the moment.
All right now.
Still a bit of a push off.
Is it? No, that's fine.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, we'll pop the glue on there.
Okay.
Okay. We'll put a whole heap of glue on there, and then it should be good.
Okay.
All right. What do you reckon? Just put a bit of glue on this, like that?
Yeah, I think so. Should I tilt that camera up, do that?
Which camera? Oh, that one. I can do that.
Maybe take your gloves off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
It's ready.
that's right. Could probably end that one.
Yeah, it's fine for a second. I'll swap over in a minute. But yes, hopefully you can see us, hear us. That's what it's all about. I'll just put these in. Once I get my glove on, struggling. Just
Struggling.
silently struggling.
So it's struggling.
Also ripped it, you know. Have to go get another one now. That one. Okay. But yeah, there you go. So it's kind of like that. Pretty cool. Any particular way of putting this together? Does it say?
Check it out, man.
The sure be right attitude.
Can't go wrong.
Can't get wrong, can you?
Yeah.
Nope, doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna get weight of like.
Robert says it seems like a lot of pieces for just one wing. You know, you're probably right there. I think when they designed it so it could work on, say, quite a small printer. You know, like a universal printer, I would say. So I guess they were thinking, like maybe a
Something like an ender or something.
end or something like that, like a basic printer, I guess. So they cut it up a lot. Also, the downside to that is that a lot of glue required to put it together, so you do add a bit of weight that way. So it'll be interesting to see when we go for the takeoff thing, if that has an effect. A good point.
Oh, I guess it always has an effect, doesn't it?
It does.
All good?
And the other thing we need to do is we also need to, this is the last live stream, we managed to put the sub skimmer together. That was quite the good achievement after that rebuild. So thanks very much for watching that stream.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We got the motors all powered up, right?
Yeah, we got the motors powered up on the last one.
Integrated by parts, you reckon?
Oh, hang on. I already did that. It's already got one. This has already got one. Here you go. Yeah, you got him? You got hold of him and I'll tape it up. You got him?
Yes.
Just, I'll take the bottom. Just nice bit of masking tape. Oh, yeah, okay. Around there. Got your side. You push again. There you go. There's a bit
Couple
of
straps on that.
couple straps. And yeah, on the last stream was the sub skimmer. I think it came along pretty good. And
Put down the bottom of that piece.
Hey?
Put that piece on the bottom.
Yeah, and I think it's done a pretty good job. So we'll be testing that one on the live
Ideally,
stream.
take it
out on
out
the water.
water,
Yeah, for sure. Out on the water for that guy. So make sure, if you haven't done already, make sure you stick around for that one. Or subscribe, I think is what they said. That'll be coming up on live stream soon. So there you go.
Oh yeah, it's a lot stronger with that material. You can feel it straight away.
Yeah.
A bit top.
Maybe we should fly with the masking tape on. Maybe that's more authentic.
Is that straight at the top, Richard? Pretty. Oh. Not really.
Oh yeah. Down a little bit. Do you want me to take them off a bit?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, hang on. Integration by parts. At another CG. Is this a planar print 3D Eagle?
It is.
Oh, plane print. Yes. So yes, plane print put this design together, and we thought, as requested. I'm not sure who asked for a plane print design, but
we thought that would be quite cool.
We thought this particular design was cool. It was suggested on live stream. Not sure who suggested it, but either way, it was on the live stream.
But that is correct. We can't claim that it's our design. But the good thing about looking at other people's designs is you can get inspiration for your design or how you'd go about it. So yeah, hats off to these guys.
Okay, so there you go. That's one semi-wing done. We got a little bit more feathers to add.
Feathers.
We got to add some feathers, man.
You add a bit more glue on it too?
Yeah, a bit more glue. Oh, we can add more glue later after it's dried a bit. Sure.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. So you go.
Okay, to the feather part at the front.
Maybe move that aside.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have to move it away, just move it to the front.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sick. Okay.
This is gonna be interesting to draw.
All right. Yeah. So, thanks very much for tuning in. I'm going to carry on with the live stream. Head over to our YouTube channel.
Nice. I carry on.
Yep.
We'll just take that little edge off the dip. Yeah, the original one had a bit of a lip here, but didn't seem to sort of come up so well on the design. So I think we'll just go butt end to butt end.
Alright, I need a new glove. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, go and grab one from the other room.
Your file might do it. Hang on a second.
But hopefully you're enjoying the stream, guys.
Yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the stream. That's pretty good, we think. All right.
What's that again?
You can do that, yeah, sure. You want to do the other one as well? Yeah. So everybody's having a good time. Hopefully they are. A little bit of filing here to do. Shouldn't be too long before we glue it on. Cool. Does anybody have any plans for the weekend? What they might want to be doing? Are they going to the movies or anything like that? Or are they going to the, I don't know, fishing or whatever people do? Maybe to the flying field. That might be something that people are doing. Your plans to go to the flying field?
This one looks like it's down to two.
Oh, yeah. Whatever it is, you're welcome to leave a comment and share what you're doing. What is the wingspan of the bird? Hang on a second. I believe it's around the sort of 2 meter mark. Hang on. I'll get the documentation. I think it says it somewhere. Wingspan's, yep, 2 meters or 78.7 inches, and the length is 806 millimeters or 31.7 inches. There you go. Yep, you're going. Abby's going to an RC event. What's what's the event this time, dude? Is it? I don't know. I know the last time I saw it, you were going to a what? It was at some kind of event, like a swap meet, and then you had one with like a monster Chinook.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
It was basically you could ride in that bad boy.
You can hold on to the bottom of the skids.
So, very cool.
And in the back, I'm just taking this 3D printer off.
Yeah. He's doing some work for the for the channel, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe we're making that above mount that you're talking about. The camera mount you're talking about.
Oh, the camera mount. Yeah. So if you're just joining the live stream, thanks very much for joining in. At this moment in time, we are working on a series, and this is all about the RC Eagle. It's a 3D printed design, and we are just working on the right hand wing. That's what we're working on, and it's a 3D printed aircraft, and it will be all going well. It will be powered into the skies with radio control and the help of a what's that? I think it might have been a 10-inch by 5-inch prop. I think.
I'm not sure. I haven't gone to the shelf to look.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. From memory. Yeah.
Oh, that part was successful, Richard.
Yeah, sweet.
And it's just cooling down now. A little bit noisy, that one. But hopefully it's not coming through and wrecking the audio. Now, where did my other glove go? It's over there. I went to go and get one.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Last weekend he was talking to a guy, and after talking, I asked if I had a YouTube channel, and he said he was props up. And it was a pleasant surprise. Oh, there you go. Small world, right?
It is a very small world out there. And
what was it like meeting a fellow YouTuber in real life? I bet it was cool.
Yeah. Oh, you met Peter Schiffel as well. So that's cool. You met 2 YouTubers. Very cool.
Can you pass me that? But yeah, both those YouTubers that you're talking about
very successful.
are very successful in their own right.
Yes.
So I'm putting on what
fingers.
Happy has dubbed the feather fingers. Common phrasing. Everybody using it.
Yeah.
Just putting on some feather fingers, people. Hopefully you can see in the cameras and the angles what we're doing.
Yeah. We've got camera. Yeah, that should be right.
But yeah, it's like we were saying, there's actually quite a lot to do.
What do you mean?
With this particular guy, it's not like he comes entire, right? It's not like there's actually quite a lot of parts to make up one dude. In this case, a wing.
Wing. But we are looking like we're nearly ready to assemble this one wing together.
That's my hand there, to give you an idea of scale.
Should get enough lift in that, shouldn't it?
Like that. Cool, so we're going to attach that to that guy. Who's the main one.
That part was successful, Rich.
Yeah, all good. All good.
And this dowling rod will be the one that goes through it. It's just a carbon rod, but we have dowling, so
you're going to use what you got.
That's what we got, so that's what it'll be. Some of our designs are dowling.
With props up, he was going to exchange stickers. We didn't have any on them. I got to film a video with him. Oh, there you go. Face and see. Oh, looking forward to that one.
We'll check it out for sure.
Very fancy.
Cool, man. What do you reckon? It's interesting. If you can see the design, you can see that it's not just a flat surface. There's a curve to this wing. Assuming that we've got it on correct.
He's got it upside down. He's got it upside down.
Oh no, he's put a warp in it. What's he done?
No, I think you're right.
Oh mate, what has he done? It's interesting to try and put that dowling rod in there.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to put that dowling rod in there.
Which dowling rod?
The dowling rod that goes in it.
Oh, do you want to do that later? Like you can do it now without that. Leave that off and then put that on the post. We could join the other wing. Leave it like that. And that way you can access that. Might be a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can hammer it down.
Got to be smart, man.
It's a good idea. So we'll put the 5 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 finger death punch over there. I guess what we'll do is we'll work on the other finger.
Yeah, it's going to work on the other arm.
Okay.
So we're actually making some quite good headway on this
string.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Put them. Look at that hook on that. It's really quite a quite a hook.
Happy says, what battery are you guys planning to run this one on? I think it's a 4 to 3S, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
Well, you could say 3 to 4S, but I like to be the other way around.
Yes, it's a 3 to 4S. Yeah.
So I guess what we'll be looking at is maybe 2300. I think. What does it say?
I think you want to use small batteries. I think from memory.
It suggests a 1,000 to 220,000. What did you say? 220. What did I say? What the battery was? What was I planning to put on?
2300. So on the maximum, you're gonna max it out.
Yeah. So it says 2 to 3S. Sorry, I stand corrected.
2 to 3
2 to
years.
3 years. It suggests. What do we have?
With a 10-inch prop, with a 5-inch pitch, if you can. Or 11.
Yep, that's what he says. But what will we put in it? Battery,
So I
like-
guess we only put one battery in.
Yeah, we just put one battery in. A little, maybe 100, no,
And I-
1,100.
Another CG says an ever-ready battery. Yeah.
Yeah, represent, not Duracell, not Duracell. Is that FPV? We could make this FPV. If you'd want to see that, we could add an FPV to it. Doesn't really have an FPV. I haven't actually shown the head on this live stream yet. There you go. But I guess we could put an FPV one on his head. I don't see why not.
And any ideas on the flight time? And what do you think it will catch a thermal on a good sunny day? Yes, I think. I looking at the design and stuff. I mean, with an angle like that, you know, it's definitely not going to be the most fastest aircraft in the world. But of course, you're not going to. This is what you
Sloping.
It's slope soaring, mountain type stuff.
Well, that's what we're.
That's what it's designed for. And,
So yeah, what kind
you,
of
you can optionally choose whether you want to put a propeller on it or not. That's entirely up to you. But we chose to put a propeller on it because we want more power. Give or take, anyway.
There's more power, it's better.
More power is always better, right? But yes, you could just have it just with his beak without the
Just glider status.
just a glider, yeah. But I don't say just a glider. A glider. I don't know why I said just. Okay, where's the other box here?
But I mean, I guess at this moment in time, we're making the wingsuit for the glider at the moment on the channel.
So
we
on the
don't really
channel
need
where we're
another
making
one.
the wingsuit, so we didn't really need another glider.
Well, wingsuits.
Wingsuit, yeah. So Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, and then we're working on the Mark 2 this week.
Yeah, and that's FPV for the people out there that wanted to know about that. Yes, so John and Sid have joined the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in, brothers. And we appreciate you all very much.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, so currently we're streaming on, is that Instagram?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, so currently we're streaming on Instagram and YouTube. So you're welcome.
and Twitch.
And Twitch.
Yeah, and
sorry, I forgot about that guy.
A multi-streaming, guys. It's all
Multi-stream.
about the multi-stream. But yes, YouTube is where it's at, as Happy said. Flight time, Richard. What do you suggest?
3 hours if you get a thermal.
I would say...
Probably in the sort of 10-minute mark, something like that.
Yeah, yes. But, I mean, if you don't punch throttle, I'd say it's a pretty good soarer, I would say. You have to take a pair of binoculars in case anyone asks what you are doing, and
Telling you bird watching, right?
and the radio box tells you where to find the big boot. Very clever, dude. And John says, hi, thanks, brother. Thanks for tuning in. And if you not sure who John is the R2
D2 expert.
master.
Master.
Star Wars that he is. Yes, very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
And we're going to do the other arm, right? The other wing.
Yeah. So we just finished one wing, more or less. We just got the little wingtip to do. But
This is the right-hand side.
This is the little arm that we have yet to put on. But we'll put the strut in first.
Yeah.
Might be
It
a
doesn't
workaround.
say that, but, you know, we're building it, so too bad.
You know, so we said it.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, so the right wing is
The right wing plane is done.
Is done.
Yeah. PC, correct.
PC, correct.
Yeah. And now we'll do the left one. Yes. Very cool, man.
Okay, so where's the other
Oh,
one?
the binoculars. Yes.
Where's the other one? Where's pieces? Where's pieces, man?
Oh, over here.
Where?
We put them in two different boxes, so we wouldn't,
So just to make it.
get them mixed up. So we're going to put that there, or we're going to put it somewhere else?
Should
be right there.
Should be right there. I think
Should
they
be.
can see it there.
You can see what you've done, past, present, and future. Yeah. Where does that go? Do we know? It's the opposite of that one. Maybe that way around.
Okay, so now we're working on the left-hand side, left wing. Left wing.
I guess we don't really need the gloves just yet. Put them back on.
Yeah. So it's coming along. And we've got some little interesting features. There's some little tabs and things like that. And yeah, it seems to be taking shape, as they say.
Happy ass. Have you guys had some good days for flying? Yes, we went out last weekend on Sunday.
After
for us,
live stream?
After live stream. Well, yeah, it'd been the day. No, because we did live stream on Friday last week.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And we went to the aerodrome, and we went out there with the big gliders, the full size gliders, and we were out there flying.
We got some quite good chase footage, not behind the glider, but we did get some chase footage behind some other. What were they like? One was like a top wing bush plane,
like a cub or something.
a cub, yeah, and a glider as well, electric glider with a prop. So yeah, so you can stay tuned for those
when we upload that
shorts when we make them and then upload them. So it'll be pretty cool. We've got some, and when we did it, it was interesting because that was the first time we actually got some chase footage with a cine whoop behind it.
Oh, at that altitude.
At that altitude, so that was cool. Chasing behind a glider with a cine whoop.
Very cool.
It actually can track it quite well. So there you go.
How's that look?
Who said you can't do it with a cine whoop, right?
I'll show you around again. There. Look, it's like that. And then Richard's piece goes in there. And we've got some flaps to add. Some flaps to be very much required for this build. And a bit of feathers at the front, which is on the left hand side, would be out here. Yes.
And how's everybody's week going? Hopefully well.
Yeah, hopefully you're all having a great week. And yeah, we're trying to. A very busy week, but that's how we roll. We're always busy.
Can't wait to see when you post it. Yeah.
Nice.
I can't wait to edit it up. It's gonna be cool. Didn't see the footage though. It looked like it came out alright. So
yeah,
the raw footage looks good. So there's no reason why the little short can't be just as good, if not better.
Yeah, certainly.
But yeah, it was actually quite good to get out to the flying field and do some
Flying.
flying.
And that's what we're going to be doing on live stream next too, Richard. We need to be testing the sub skimmer and then some flying and stuff.
Yeah, we've got some things to do, haven't we? We've got the Kapari to do with the catapult, since we made it on live stream. It's just been sitting there the whole time, and we're like, oh, I got to do it. But yeah, that's coming up, and so stay tuned for that. And like you said,
and then the FPV and all that stuff. So yeah, it's got to get into it.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we'll put this wing together, and that's a pretty good live stream.
And what was the little insight to what the next week's episode will be about? Because we promised we would sort of say a sort of a hint here.
Oh, we could say the hint is for on Tuesday. We could say that we could say, what would be a good way of saying that? It would be, you know how you were talking about before at the start of the stream, we were talking about a miniaturized version of me. Well, we can say on this, on the episode, if we get it all edited and ready, we would say that the hint of the stream would be.
We're going to continue on with the series, right? That we've been doing on the channel.
And it'll be a miniaturized version of Richard. There you go. So if you know what that means, then you know what we'll be working on. So that'll be coming up on Tuesday. So
Tuesday next week, right? So yeah, so stay tuned for the post when we reveal what it is.
The official reveal.
The official reveal. Yeah.
So hopefully we can get it done. It's
like anything.
Too early to tell at this stage.
Yeah. It's like anything. It's always a
mission and a half.
A mission and a half to get it all done with all the editing and stuff. But yeah, we seem to be able to do it.
So far,
so good, right? Fingers crossed.
Hey, what do you reckon? Does that line up with that one?
Yeah. I think it's pretty good.
Pretty good?
What do you reckon, guys? Looking pretty good? Yeah. Happy thinks he knows. So there you go.
Shh, shh. Yeah, it's very cool. What do you reckon? Good enough? Good enough, near enough?
Should be right, mate.
Should be right, mate. It'll fly, mate.
Just throw it up in the air, you'll be right.
Just risk everything. Why not? Yeah.
And like we were saying with the RC wingsuit which came out, which is the Mark II one, that was the episode this week. Very happy with how that video came out, by the way. Really cool. And how the articulation worked with his flight modes. We were talking about this a little earlier in the live stream, but it's very cool, wasn't it?
I was quite proud. Yes.
And he's going now, since we've finished that section on the design, so the flight modes are all done. He's moving into world of flight testing phase, so that's exciting. So
It's going to be epic.
So we've got some, what would that involve, Joe? Like wind tunnel testing? A little bit of that?
I suppose it would. Yeah, why not? I mean, we put the other wind tunnels. It'd be quite nice to see. Well, what do you guys reckon, anyway?
Yeah.
And then there's also the actual, you know, the maiden test flight. So that's all coming up.
Yeah.
Happy says, had to get Richard to hold still long enough to build a mini version. Don't move, Richard. Don't move. Yes. Yes, that was before you could get, when we scanned ourselves into our miniaturized, the wingsuit man and the different ones that we've made, and like when we put ourselves in rockets and sent ourselves to space.
We just use a phone, right?
You just use the phone. It wasn't you couldn't get it.
Like a super duper deluxe scanner.
Scanner.
Wasn't available, but
So maybe one day. Maybe one day. For all those scanner companies out there, you know who to call. Ghostbusters. But yes, no, it'd be quite good to high res version. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Good things take time, right?
Just like cheese. And making building planes.
Yeah. Right.
Is that cool like that? You happy with that?
Yep.
Or did you want to go the other way?
No, you've started that way now. It's all good. And if you're just joining the live stream, we are in the workshop on Instagram and YouTube working on our RC 3D printed Eagle. So very unique aircraft design. And we just finished the right hand side of things. And this is the wing. And hang on a second. I'll grab his little feathers. Was happy said the feather fingers. So that's what we're doing at the moment. So it looks actually quite good. Actually looks quite good paint job at the moment with the the sticky tape. It's kind of interesting, kind of fun.
Like a zebra.
Like a zebra wing. I mean, if he's supposed to be modeled on the bald eagle, so maybe he's got like, you know, so like morphing into like a bionic eagle at the moment.
Yeah,
could be kind of cool.
What do you reckon? Tape away.
Happy says, I wonder if you could use the wind tunnel. Hang on. Use wind tunnel in a vertical format to simulate the fall or glide ratio of the RC wingsuit. Whoa, very cool.
It's an interesting thought.
So blind underneath it, right?
You have to be up in the air to get enough air underneath. Interesting thought. Good ideas. Good ideas there, Happy.
It'd be interesting how to do that. Food for thought. Good ideas. Keep them going. Do you need it now? So one time we've actually been in a real life full-size version of what you're talking about there, where the wind blows up from the ground upwards.
It simulates free fall, doesn't it?
Simulates free fall, yeah.
And what was that? Rotorua or something years ago?
Rotorua.
I think it was somewhere like that.
It was.
It's kind of a touristy kind of thing. And yeah, we went there and you kind of just go into a big wind tunnel and float around effectively.
Yeah, it was just for fun. Not
socially. It was just something.
Just like a event together, right? Something to do.
Yeah. Touristy thing.
Yeah, touristy things.
Okay, so that one's together, and that'll be gluing. Can you see that?
He's forgotten what they're called, but they do look fun. Yes, they do look fun. I know they look fun because we've been in one.
They are very cool.
It'd be interesting to go to a full-size one and then just fly your RC plane
inside it.
inside the or
Wing seat.
drone
Oh,
or
the
something.
wing, no, the wing seat is what you just put it in it.
Wing
Put the
seat.
wing seat in it. Here,
Yeah,
can you do it? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Like an official one.
Full scale one. You know they've got enough RPM to do it.
That'd be cool. Cooler than maybe even doing it for real. No, do it for real as well. But still, second place.
Good second place.
And yeah, how's the stream going? Can you still see us and hear us? It's always good to let us know if you can hear us. It's one of those things on the side you just see yourself and
Looking at yourself,
which is bizarre. It took me kind of a while to get used to that, and then you just see nice messages coming up, so that's good. The nice messages part, not seeing yourself. It's bizarre. Would bring a new twist on flying a helicopter inverted inside a tunnel like that. It's a good idea.
It would do actually.
Be an interesting challenge, isn't it?
The helicopter would not like it.
And we have flown a helicopter. We put a rocket on our one. By doing so, we also stress the.
That was cool though. Like it went really quick.
And strip the.
We don't talk about that.
You
all right? We don't talk about
stripped all the
consequences.
gears out of it, but nonetheless, it did go fast, and that's kind of the whole point.
And we didn't break it.
No, we didn't technically break. We just need to rebuild.
I think we ran out of power on the end though. We broke a skid and we didn't replace it.
And thanks for joining in the stream. We appreciate you very much for tuning in.
We're currently making the left side of things, the left wing of this RC Eagle design. And so far so good. The right hand wing's just in front of us here and it's looking the part. So yeah, so far so good. Really liking this
build so far.
This very odd looking aircraft wing. It looks quite unique, right?
Very odd.
Very sort of sloping and forming and doing all those kind of interesting things.
Hence why we chose it.
Yeah.
For you guys. So there you go. So that's that guy. You can kind of see what's going on. John says, a little bit further away, I can't quite read that. All working well on Insta. Oh, cheers. Thanks, John. Thanks for letting us know. It's always good.
Because you just...
we don't know.
You can't, on this side of things, you just like, I live in hope, man. I live in hope.
You're like, I don't know. Okay, you want to do that one?
Yeah.
And I know John's working on his Wally, which is very
Wally,
cool.
Yeah. Do you say Wally or you say Wally? Wally.
I'm not sure, but either way, he's a cool dude. And
you go and check out some of his stuff. He's mainly on Facebook. He's got some
amazing projects.
And we've got some links to him on our
live streams.
So go and check it out.
It came on live stream. Very cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah. And what does that one say? Hello. Oh, cheers, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you very much. Happy says, always thought it would be cool to fly an RC jet from a sports car at the same time.
Well,
Are you driving at the same time?
I feel that you're not driving though.
Driving.
You may be talking about those autonomous cars, right?
Yeah.
It's driving.
Going back to earlier in the stream, we were talking about autonomous cars. So maybe.
What, Morgan?
Yeah.
That autonomous Morgan that we're talking about.
Yeah, autonomous Morgan.
In black.
In black. I'm not sure how to say that name, but thanks anyway. He says you guys are the best. Thanks, man.
Oh, cheers, man. Thanks.
We appreciate you.
I don't know if we're the best ever, but certainly take the compliment on this.
Yes. I guess it's one of those ones where we do our best. And yeah, that's what you say. We do our best and we always do. We try. Well, that's all you can do in life, is always do your best.
Yep.
That's what it's all about, make friends. Is that what they say?
Yep. Some might.
Some people.
Some people.
But yeah.
Yep, but if you're just joining the stream, we are working on the RC Eagle, is what this is. And before you know it, all going well, one of these days in the series, it'll be flying out in the skies, flying around.
So if you haven't done already, make sure you stick around. You see that?
What do I say normally, if you're just new to the channel, you're more than welcome to like, comment, and share. And subscribe. That's the official terms, right?
Yeah, the odd thing about subscribing is kind of the wrong word. Really, it should say like follow, but it says subscribe, which kind of
Puts people off a bit, I think.
I think so. Like normally you subscribe to a magazine, but it's free, so it should really be called follow. So I think they quite
Got the branding
right. But anyway, Happy says best in the shop. Thanks, man.
Yeah, cheers.
Are you referring to me or are you referring to Richard? Yeah, getting there. This one's taking shape, guys. Before you know.
I think that bottom one's not quite right down there.
Is it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, before you know it, we'll be flying like
an
seal.
eagle.
I was going to say like seal because he's flying like an eagle.
And Heidi Klum.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's with Heidi Klum anymore, sadly. It might not have worked out for them, but anyway. Very cool movie. What did that movie come from, Richard?
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. If you've not seen that movie, very sick.
With Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Very cool dude. Okay, you want to go?
He's in Top Gun. He's Iceman, if you want to know who he is.
But he's also Batman. Batman and Iceman. Yes. Very cool. Thanks for tuning in. Best in the shop, the eagle. Ha ha ha. Kidding. No. How we going? We looking good?
Yeah, you got yours?
Yeah. But yes, if you're using super glue, make sure you, and you're not familiar with how to use super glue, like say you're a little kid, I should say ask somebody that does know how to use it and ask them to do it. Because it's not really stuff to be played, like it's kind of dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas epoxy on their hand, that's the good stuff. That's the real glue to play with. But super glue is not really that friendly, so should be done in a ventilated area and all that stuff.
I don't know where the lid went.
Where'd that lid go? Not sure.
I got it. Hold the phone. Haha, got it.
Okay, tape that together.
Put that lid back on.
But we're making progress. It'll be good to see these wings on the stream.
What about the body? Are we going to do that?
We have to put the dowling rod in next, so maybe.
Oh, you don't put the body together.
I don't know. Oh, you mean it as a fuselage kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We could do that, I suppose.
It just depends. Also, I don't know how much glue we got left.
Okay.
I don't think we have another tube of it.
No, I thought we did. Anyway. Okay.
Doesn't last forever, unfortunately.
No.
Happy says, it's nothing like working with glue only to find your project is attached to you.
Rhymes too.
Rhymes.
Put a little bit of glue down there.
Right.
But yes, then is another part nearly ready over here. Coming together. Before you know it, we'll be flying it.
Got a little way to go yet.
A little while. And we also,
that?
oh yeah, thanks. Also got to paint it too.
Yeah, and then put all the electronics in. Test it, make sure it works. Configure the transmitter. Fire it up.
Bind the receiver.
Bind the receiver.
Put the motors in.
Put the motors in. So yeah, a little way to go yet, but
make sure.
One day.
One day. You should stick around for all that coming up. Tape. Where's the tape? Oh, you hit it to me.
And everybody's enjoying the stream, I hope.
There's some great suggestions earlier about maybe making the mount so it goes above us.
Oh yeah, and for the camera angles? Yeah.
Give it an alternate camera angle.
Yep. And if you've got any suggestions about what we should do in terms of designs or aircraft designs and things like that to make in the future on the channel, remember, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments.
Happy says, Will you guys maiden it first and then paint it, or paint it first then maiden it?
I'd say paint it. Paint it first.
You reckon paint it?
Yeah, because you don't know how well the maiden's going to go. So you want to make it look good.
And then you've got the aesthetics done.
Yeah, because otherwise it might, like, its nose might be like, or something. That's what we tend to do, right? You're trying to make it look as good as you can.
Yeah.
And then
enjoy it.
enjoy it.
Looking at it aesthetically.
And then you can take some photos of it, make it look nice. And then
you fly it.
And you fly it, and then you see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the smart way of doing it.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
What's your suggestion? You think that's a good idea? I think it sounds quite good. Then you can at least appreciate it for its like niceness.
Yeah, for sure.
How it aesthetically looks, right? Because you don't know how well it's going to do that.
No. In reality, yeah.
You might have to replace a wing tip or something.
That's true.
And then, of course, it doesn't look quite as good as it did. Pretty much any time you do a maiden flight, or at least the first couple, it doesn't always quite go to plan.
Well, you don't know. It's the
CG might be a problem. The servos might be an issue. It's all quite exciting stuff. Sometimes
we've sent the when we first sent the Tiger Moth, for example. We built that one, and then we sent it up into the air on the first maiden flight, and it was all good on the ground, but the one servo is completely dead when it got into the air, didn't it?
That's right. So we only had right-hand Aron and elevator.
Yep.
So no left-hand Aron at all, right?
And then also like
we got it down safely, by the way. It was fine.
Yeah, it's always good when you can only go one direction
and just
not the band. And then other things when we flew the 3D printed drone, 3D printer on the 3D printed drone, the first time, that was pretty intense and an untuned aircraft.
Untuned, untested, unproven.
Unproven. The material wasn't you couldn't really get more unproven than that. No, we didn't know the material would even do it.
But it did.
It did.
So like 3 layers down?
What's that?
Untested, unproven,
unregistered.
Yeah.
Unproven, untested, unknown. But yeah.
Who needs left-hand Arons? Exactly.
Don't need it.
That particular aircraft, by the way, notorious for not turning left or right when you want it to.
No. Well, Tiger Moths never really did that, even.
It's really, really good to go into wind. Sorry. So upwind, going towards head first into the wind, but didn't like to turn out of that, just because of the dual wing.
Yeah, the more layers you put on, the less.
What a tri-blade wings like? You know, when they got 3 stack.
That'd be even more.
I know that they turn on a dime though. That's why that's what they used to use them for, because they could just outmaneuver every other plane.
Sick.
But not built for speed.
No.
Built for maneuverability. But very cool nonetheless. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining in on the streams. You all good?
Good,
yeah,
sticking another hole.
And how's everybody going today? Hopefully we're well and good and enjoying the stream, basically. Just leave a smiley face for a thumbs up.
Always helps.
You can see if everything's working correctly. It's always a good thing. At the moment, Harry's attaching the... Attempting to attach the... What'd you call it? The front of the wing?
Front of the wing. What do you reckon? All good?
What do you reckon, guys? Pretty good? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so that's all lined up. Okay. Get some glue.
Make him glue.
How much more are we going to do on this stream?
I don't know.
Because we might need to get some more glue.
Soon.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those ones you don't want to overcommit. You can't get halfway through it and then go, oh, we've got no glue.
No, because then you can't glue it. Well, that one you can probably finish that one.
Which one?
That one.
Which one?
That one.
This one?
That one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey. I think we got a comment there.
Happy says, you ever messed with
Thanks very much. You can carry on watching this live stream on YouTube.
So he says, You guys ever mess with a 3D printed VTOL aircraft? I guess you are building the heavy lifted VTOL. Yes, currently we're making the big giant 3D printed VTOL dropship. Kind of inspired by different movies. Like it's a mix between the movie Elysium, Edge of Tomorrow, and our own design with a VTOL at the back, and it's a quad tilt is the class. So yeah, I guess it's possibly the world's largest one when it finished. But
Have you messed with it?
does that answer the question? I wasn't sure.
Have you ever messed with it? Or have we been working on it lately? Maybe that's the question. And if so, no.
Oh, I guess we did some window panels. We did window panels.
Oh yeah, we're doing a couple of the on the resin printer. We're doing a couple of them.
The one behind the green one, you can see.
I think there's like 14 prints, and we've done
half.
like half of them. Yeah, so we're doing a little bit in the background, but not too much.
I guess we've been quite busy with the drone pack. This one, oh yeah, I guess there's always, maybe come back to it soon.
Be cool to get back onto it though, yeah, for sure. You're right.
But we are working a bit on that in the background. But yeah, hopefully that kind of answers the question. Yeah. But yeah.
He says, more so wondering if this would be the first VTOL.
Oh, you put like a VTOL edges on it.
On this one? On the Eagle, you mean?
Looks like this particular Livestream's battery says it's getting low, so we'll have to end this one. So if you want to carry on, head over to our YouTube channel. Thanks so much.
Can you help me with the tape? Is that what you mean? You mean that this particular Eagle should be would be something to do? Or do you mean is the dropship our first VTOL? Will the dropship be the first VTOL on the channel? Yes, it would be. Yes, you're right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it would be.
And that'll be running an autopilot. That'll be an interesting one.
It was just at the moment we're deciding what flight controller to use for that guy.
Yeah. Motors are all set. The ESC's all set. We're just looking at flight controllers and power management at the moment.
Do you think it's okay?
What do you think?
More that one.
You want to go that one a little bit? How's that? Better? Sorted?
Yes, right.
I'll just hold it there while you do that.
Yes, I think it would be. Yeah, right. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, really liking the dropship idea. It looks quite
many projects.
Some may say we're doing too many at the same time,
but we say never enough.
Never enough. Always add more.
Always add more. But yeah, no, it's one of those ones where actually, well, you know, this week we got the Mark II up to the
wingsuit,
the Mark II wingsuit up to flight testing phase. So I mean, now we're into the good stuff. So that's what it's all about, right? So yeah, we're always like looking forward to flying these things.
But it's like anything, it's not especially with these more sort of complicated designs like the VTOL dropship and stuff like that. It's not a 5-second job. It's not like the. It's not like there's a tune that you can just go drag, drop, paste, or anything like that. You got to small steps to achieve victory for those type things. So that is the nature of the nature of the game, nature of the beast. It also makes it quite cool.
Nice. Okay, so what do you reckon? We've got 2 wings done on this stream. We got what else we got to do? Yeah, we got enough glue.
We got a little bit.
A little bit
of glue. Did you want to glue the feathers on? Or? Oh no, we've got some.
Oh, we put that feather
Have
on.
we done the feather on that one?
Well, we weren't going to put the feather on.
Can you take it off? Can you take it off?
Oh, we'd be able to get it off.
No, I mean, is it glued or can you take it off?
Should be good. I wasn't actually planning to put that feather on so I could put the dowling rod there.
Can you take it off? It might not be glued properly. Have a look. That's what's nice about having a few projects. You can have more time to plan and build and order parts. Yeah, that's right. And you work on another one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. You've got to certainly play the game out, right? Especially with the more sort of complicated stuff. You got to sort of think about it. It's not a 10-second fix.
Ah, that's all right. We'll just cut it off.
You might be able to take it off now. There.
I'm just gonna take.
How do you think we should, just as a curiosity, with the VTOL dropship, how do you think we should do the tilt mechanism? Should we do them individual motors that tilt independently, or should we just do them just together, they rotate down and that's all they do, or should we do the front and then the back rotate separately? What do you reckon? What would you like to see? Would you like
And
to
what
see
are the benefits, Richard?
the benefits of
Independent
rotor blades rotating is that you can do some interesting stuff like with yaw and stuff like that, so you can rotate on a dime, whereas with some of the other options
You can't.
you can't.
Yeah, we'll leave that one separate.
Oh, we can put the feathers together
We'll put the feathers together. So move that one.
on top.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so that's the benefit of doing that
sort
kind of thing. You can rotate on a dime. Whereas some of the other options you can't really do that so much. We were talking about in quad rotor mode.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's fine. Got a bit of glue on there.
Last time I just sanded that a bit. Fired it. Yeah. All good?
Yeah.
Is that one off, is it?
Yeah. Okay.
We're getting near the, I think we're getting near the end of the stream for this guy.
We'll put this feather on. Robert says his thoughts are, I would put feathers on your onto your almost done. I think what you mean, once we put the feathers together, I think is what you're meaning. Then we're almost done. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're almost, yeah, it's a good idea. Happy says, I kind of wonder if it would have to be controlled independently. We're talking about the VTOL dropship. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I was kind of leaning that way myself. What do you think, Richard?
Kind of, yeah.
It
makes
if
the,
you got independent, because technically the design is very similar to the V22 Osprey, but is the one that they did not make, which is the V44.
Should we show them on the screen what we're talking about? Otherwise, they might not know.
Well, you can just grab it. Can you just grab it from over there?
No, oh.
I can break that. I'll do that. Another CG says 0 radius. Yeah, good point. Nice.
Turn on a dime.
Turn on dime. I'll just bring the front over. Hang on.
Do you need a hand? You right?
I think I'm okay. I'll just do it slowly.
Okay.
It's only it's not properly together.
I'll get out of your way. Hang on. So this is what we're talking about. So this is the front nose. Hang on. I'll check on this stream, otherwise you won't be able to see what he's talking about. This one. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So that's just the belly of the beast, as it were.
So that's just the nose.
The half of it.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is it's a quad tilt. Oh, hang on. That's adjust the angle.
Oh, I'll bring it on.
Right. No, you're right. Stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, all good. There you go. So what we're talking about is So, so this is the bottom of the aircraft, top's on Harry's side, right?
Yep.
This is the nose. Cockpit's up here. Yeah, so that's only half of it. But what we're talking about is the motor nacelles here, propellers here, and then they rotate forwards and backwards. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Cool.
Yeah, I'll put it back.
Put it back. It's quite heavy.
Interesting one to get that one ready for flying. It will.
Yeah.
Hang on. It's too large. I can't get that one in. Hang on. I'll turn around.
Yeah. Such a monster, says Happy.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah. The next thing I think we're going to do on that one is weigh them, I think, to see what the weight is currently sitting at.
Now we're going to start putting the mounts in, right?
Going to start doing the structural
Parts for the
rotation. So effectively, what we're talking about now is what we're going to be doing next on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we do is we'll put this last feather together. Dear Lord. Lord. Thanks, man.
You see, the Robert says the end of the feathers. What are we talking about there?
I think we're talking about these ones. Put these to...
Yeah.
Well,
Put
once
those
we
together. Yeah,
that,
put those
that go
together.
to there, and then I think he's meaning that that'll be enough for the stream. I think is what
Yeah, I
he's
think
saying.
so. Yeah.
Don't bother weighing it. LOL. And Happy says it's a monster. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty big. Yeah, I guess we'll give it a little quick weigh-in.
Yeah, just to see how much. Basically, to see how much we can play with when we add more weight.
Yeah, add the
Like the
motors.
structural load and stuff like that for the rotation.
The motors and the structural housing inside.
But yeah, looks the part, right? Looks cool. I like that kind of like aggressive.
And how many pieces do you think make that piece up?
Was it 30 something?
No, it's more than that. It's like 40. No, it was 45 at one point when I counted.
There you go.
So I'm not sure exactly. We'll have to do a final count in the end.
A lot.
A lot.
Is a lot mathematical?
It's pretty mathematical. But yes, we are going good, and
But yeah, looking forward to continuing on with that VTOL guy. It's pretty cool. I like him.
I like the look of them. Yeah. Hope you guys like them too. The aesthetics of it, I quite like that. That idea of just something bizarre and kind of space age, flying through the air in a world where that doesn't exist. I think that's pretty cool. It's a story. Sounds like the start of a movie. Robert says, what I'm saying is I wouldn't put those feathers on the end until the build is almost complete because you're probably going to break them. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Yeah.
Smart.
Smart. Yeah, nice. Thanks for clarifying that, Ray. Robert, appreciate it. I think that's what I thought you were going to say. I think Robert was saying to put the finger feathers on last. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh, he's thinking the same thing. Excellent. All great minds think alike. Yeah. Nice.
Glue.
Yeah, they are very delicate, aren't they? Where would my thumb glove go? My thumb glove.
No. That's right.
Yeah,
It's meant to hinge like that.
I added a hinge.
Oops, my bad. Yep. It's meant to hinge there. Maybe that could be part of the design. Add like an unnecessary hinge.
Yeah, just for looks.
Just for looks.
Extra hinge action.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's pretty good. What do you reckon, Tim? I think we made a pretty good valiant effort on the stream. We've got this wing looking pretty good. I think so. And we need to put a strut in there. That's going to be interesting. Push that through. But anyway, we also need to put power.
So it goes on the outside like that.
We need to put. What's that?
Over there, right? Over there.
Yep. We need to put looms
That
in.
one? And then this one over here. I'm not sure what this is for. I genuinely don't know.
Maybe it's feathers at the back.
Maybe it's like rooster feathers.
And the right hand.
And the other one's like that. Like that.
Interesting. Very cool. Very different.
Such a unique looking aircraft, that guy.
It says we're typing from the impossible side of Earth, and you guys are already on the next step of the project. Very kind. Just winging it. Nice. Thanks, Robert. Pretty good. Nice. Thanks, man. But yes, I think we've done pretty good on this live stream. What do you reckon, Richard?
Yeah, I don't think we've got quite enough glue to attempt the main fuselage. So maybe that's what we'll be tackling on the next one.
Yeah, and then once we've got this fuselage, we can add that doweling rod in. And I think it's pretty smart, Robin's suggestion of not putting the end on, so then we can start smashing that doweling through. When I say smashing it, I mean
physically,
because there's no hole that has been. Yeah, there's
holes.
There's holes, but there's no allocated hole because of the way we printed it. So there you go. It's our bad, as they say, our bad. But don't worry, it will be. I was going to say the opposite of my bad would be good. My good. Is that a thing? No, I don't think it's a thing. Okay.
No,
okay. Trying to invent something there.
Yeah.
Could have been.
It's not going to work.
It could have been a thing. Could have been a thing.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Yeah. What are they? What's another saying that people say? So like, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Does everybody else use that word? Stay in your lane.
That's a common saying, isn't it?
No.
But anyway, I guess what we would say is we'll jump over to the next slide in a second. But yes,
it's a pretty fat wing.
It is, isn't it?
It should be a good lift. Yeah. Yeah. Same here.
My bad versus your good. There you go.
I think that's the head of an album. I think for Good versus Evil. Is it? On Eminem's album.
There you go. Richard is talking about that album came out when there was a movie called
Real Steel with
robot fighting. There you go. Now I think that started robot boxing fighting in the leagues. I think. Like the actual boxing fighting.
Oh, like BattleBots. You can change that screen just normal, regular.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What are we up to?
Robert says you guys should have a wish list on your YouTube fame for Amazon wish page.
Make a wish. There you go. That's a good idea. You guys should have a wish list.
Is that like one of those ones where they like ask people for money?
I'm not sure how that works.
Because I'm not really sure if I'm down for that.
No, I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess we could write up, we could do on our Discord, and we could write up a list of different things in different parts that would help the channel. We could do that sort of thing.
But what would that do? It's more like just like, I want this. It sounds like kind of like needy.
I want a Ferrari. Come on.
We'll start with the where's my McLaren, man?
Yeah.
Where's my Ferrari? Everybody on a YouTube channel's got to have a Ferrari, man.
But yes, we either way, like Rich was saying, we appreciate you guys tuning in. So I guess that's our kind of wish list. Another CG. It says a good show, but I gotta go.
Yes, right.
Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna be signing off in a second, and make sure if you haven't done already, make sure you get ready for Tuesday for something exciting, and that is going down on Tuesday at 6 a.m. for us, and we'll be up and about and doing that.
Doing for the PR for that.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Robert says no. It's somebody wants to donate.
Oh, that's what it is.
They can just send you to your wish blades.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll look into it. Thanks, Robert.
Is it like kind of like I wish of a genie?
Yeah,
dreamed of a
genie.
So it's like a modern day take on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll look into that, man. Cheers. Good suggestion. Happy says you create a list of things you like, and people can buy them, and from Amazon sends it to you. Oh, okay. Lots of people do that for weddings. Oh, okay. Interesting. There must be a thing over there. Well, I haven't really heard it over this side of the planet. But interesting. Does Amazon drop it off with the drones?
Yeah, like the hang glide.
Hang glide, I think this thing is the
like a VTOL. It comes along and then goes vertical down. Do we get that? Do we get that delivery? Do we get that delivery system?
I know in somewhere like I was going to say Tauranga, but I don't think it was Tauranga.
Oh, it's
Huntley. Yes.
They did it with pizzas.
They tried to do that with Domino's pizzas. I'm not sure how it happened. What went down, but I'm not sure if they do it anymore. maybe pizzas.
I never heard about it.
No,
we only
don't
heard
know,
the
we don't
initial
know.
trial.
We never heard that there was an initial trial, but you know, if anybody wants to send us a pizza to the house via drone, we will be there. We'll stream a live stream. We'll go a live stream for that. So there you go.
Maybe that's on our wish list. Top of the wish list. Pizza delivery by drone. 1, 2, stream live.
But the pizza has to be. But you should put a little subtext on that. So the pizza has to be cooked via drone.
In real time.
In real time, was it? Robert says, no old fashioned, you go down and pick it up yourself. Oh yeah, classic. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can mail order some.
Nails.
Or some wires, he said.
And Amazon trusted. It's an interesting thought. I'm not sure if people would appreciate delivery that way, hung from their feet.
Yeah, I don't think the girl would like that.
I'm sure that would end in a
I think that'd be a quick divorce.
Yeah, I think.
I feel that she wouldn't go for that.
I know. How do you convince her to get it on top or in our case, strap it on your back?
Is it under slung? Oh, yeah, how would they do it?
And just strap it on the package, like the drone pack.
Yeah. Get on there. Go. You're going off to New Zealand.
Jeez, that'd be a long flight, isn't it?
Man, that'd be scary, right?
There you go.
Man, that'd be scary.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just slung underneath the drone.
And in New Zealand, do they do Amazon deliveries? I don't think so.
It's kind of a bit like eBay.
It just
arrives.
overseas though. We don't have an umbrella company here, do we? I don't think so.
I don't want to be quoted on that.
Yeah, but if Amazon is watching you, let us know, and you can send us those pizzas.
She would drop in to see you. Oh, she would.
Oh, that's clever. That's
very nice. Yeah.
That's very nice. Yeah.
How thoughtful.
Nice. Double thumbs up.
I'll take one of those, please.
There you go. And the pizza. She's got to be holding the pizza.
No. Your comment the other day, what you're talking about, like, in the newspaper, right, about like, man wants a wife with a boat. See a picture of the boat.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we did pretty good for this build on this stream, and on the next stream, I think what we'll do is we'll put on those doweling rods somehow. Not sure how we're going to do that, but anyway. And we've got to put wire looms in. We always do our looms first, and we will be doing the fuselage. So make sure you tune in for that. And we also maybe got some flying stuff to do as well, and maybe the sub skimmer.
Yeah.
Take care. Another CG. Yeah, thanks, CG. Thanks for tuning in. I go take care. Cheers. And we'll jump over to the other stream. Thanks very much, guys.
Oh, hang on. I got
to move the camera. But it was fun. I liked it. So thanks so much for tuning in. It was fun chatting with you guys today. And we'll do our traditional sign out. And appreciate you guys all tuning in. You all good, Richard?
Hang on.
Nearly. You're just about to turn it on.
Is that cool? Is that the right angle?
I think you... No, I don't know. Okay, so we'll jump over to the other screen and do our sign out. Yeah, turn to the left a little bit. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so jump on there, Richard. And Happy says, great stream, guys. Good progress. Robert says, have a great one. And another CG says, cheers. So we'll see you later on the next one. Thanks very much. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, okay, so thanks very much, everyone, past, present, and future. And remember, we do live streams quite regularly at this point, at least once a week minimum, sometimes even 2. Yeah. Are we doing another one this week? I'm not sure. I don't think so, because I think we've got some more of the episode to do, because, of course, that takes, at the moment, precedence, because we want to get it out on Tuesdays, Tuesday mornings. So
we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
If we do one, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah, so thanks very much. Remember to, if you haven't done already, remember to go back over to this week's episode, which was about the RC FPV Mark II wingsuit, and leave a comment to say like, great video.
Great video.
Thumbs up.
Love your work.
Yeah, I saw you on live stream and it was great. Something like that.
Yes, and make sure you give this stream a thumbs up. Past, present, and future. I am Harry.
And I'm Richard. We want to thank all our sponsors. A special note to Hobbywing and KiwiFil for making this particular stream series possible. It's a big thumbs up to you. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, it was cool.
And this series will continue.
Yes, it was cool. And we will be going to flying it. So looking forward to all that. And here we go.
And 3, 2, 1, go! HR Racing, HR Racing, HR Racing. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. See you on the next one.